Welcome to Crit Starters, where the dice roll high and every decision could lead to legendary triumph or epic failure. Join our cast as we weave tales of adventure, intrigue, and unimaginable wonder through 6 thrilling one-shots. Each one-shot is a unique story unto itself, with a tapestry of diverse characters, treacherous challenges, and hidden mysteries waiting to be unraveled. From ancient ruins shrouded in mist to bustling cities teeming with secrets, our heroes will face the unknown and forge their own destinies. Today, I, Gabby, your host and main dungeon master, have some of my brilliant friends joining me at the table. My dear friend and co-producer Jay, and some of our other incredibly talented friends. But Crit Starters isn't just about those of us sitting at the table. It's about you, the Crit Crew, becoming a part of the adventure. After the dust settles and the final dice are rolled, the power will be in your hands. All of our one-shots will tie into one epic mini-campaign where you will decide which of our valiant heroes from each of our tables will join us for the final leg of our first journey together, where their story will continue and the stakes will be raised even higher. Prepare to be captivated by a world where... So, grab your lucky dice, settle in, and imagination reigns supreme, and the only limit is your own courage. Now, with all that being said, join us at the table, and let's get Crit started. Welcome, adventurers and travelers, back to the table. I am Gabby, your DM for this session, and first of all, thank you so much for joining us again. Super excited to have you here. I'd like to welcome all of our wonderful players for today's game. Say hi, players!
Hi, players!
Amazing! Yes, I was hoping someone would do that. So, fun fact about our table for today, all of these lovely people I know because of Jay. And I'm going to introduce all of our players one by one, but I'm also going to have a little follow-up question for each of you as well. So just be ready for that. Jay, I am going to start with you.
What? Who? Me? I don't know who this
Yeah,
is.
you!
Oh.
Go ahead, reintroduce yourself to the people who might be joining us for the first time. Welcome, adventurers and travelers, back to the table. I am Gabby, your DM for this session, and first of all, thank you so much for joining us again. Super excited to have you here. I'd like to welcome all of our wonderful players for today's game. Say hi, players!
Hi, players!
Amazing! Yes, I was hoping someone would do that. So, fun fact about our table for today, all of these lovely people I know because of Jay. And I'm going to introduce all of our players one by one, but I'm also going to have a little follow-up question for each of you as well. So just be ready for that. Jay, I am going to start with you.
What? Who? Me? I don't know who this is.
Yeah, you!
Oh.
Go ahead, reintroduce yourself to the people who might be joining us for the first time.
Hi, everybody. I am Jay. I am the co-producer of this podcast, and a lover of D&D, and a weirdo who loves to play characters that just are totally not them, and it's fun to get to play these other... I'm going to put my mask back on. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to just...
You mean you play characters who are kind of assholes?
Marin is not an asshole, but I can't really sit here and say otherwise for
You're right. I only have previous experience with Catless and Sarah, who are kind of assholes.
Catless wasn't an asshole. Catless just knows what they want, and they don't really like to have other people to deal with. And Sarah is very much the girl's girl that is really not a girl's girl.
Yeah, she thinks she's a girl's girl. She's not.
But other than that, Marin's. We're gonna meet Marin. Marin is a very good character for me.
I'm excited. This is the one character of yours that I don't already know. So, Jay, my question for you is, how are you feeling about today's session? I know you're working off of a little more information than the rest of our players have. So, how are you feeling?
Ready? Just because I know who is hosting this event today, that we are going to, And we have not met them yet in the overall story, but just given the amount of foreboding and pomp and circumstance, I'm terrified. But I'm also really excited. Also, Marin in this environment will be very interesting to see as a changeling. So we're gonna
Oh, definitely they will. It'll be fascinating.
Well,
Right, amazing. Now I want to introduce a newer friend who I met when Jay was in a recent production of Seussical the Musical. Hi, Lizzie.
Hello.
You want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yes, I'm Lizzie. Wait, just me, right?
Yeah,
I'm Lizzie.
just you as a person. Your lovely self.
With Jay, and I do not know very much about D&D, but I am a full-on theater kid, and I feel like I can really theater kid my way through this.
Isn't that what we all just do all the time? We're just theater kidding our way through things.
when
Yes.
it's theater kitted out.
True.
Exactly.
And now, Lizzie, this is your first time ever playing D&D, right?
It
How are
is
we
my
feeling about that?
ever. I'm a little nervous, but very excited.
You're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited to play with you today. Now, our next player, I have actually met a few times volunteering at events for Jay's day job. I'm so excited to be kind of her first steps into the D&D world. Ariel, welcome to the table.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm super excited, Gabby, to be here, and really thankful that Jay was like, hey, you want to try this? Because they know I listened to a podcast called Tales from the Stinky Dragon, and I really just started to love D&D because of that. And I'm like, I should probably play it at least once to see what it's all about. So I'm super excited, and I'm the artistic director of Illuminart Productions. We're an educational arts company based on Staten Island. Yes, and I love that we have all these connections to Illuminart. I'm really looking forward to today. I also am caffeinated, so I'm super ready.
Amazing.
It's
Yeah.
almost as if this
What?
episode has been brought to you especially by Illuminart Productions. Hashtag
All right.
not sponsored.
Maybe one day.
What do you think you're most looking forward to for this session, just based off of what you know?
I'm really looking forward to battling. I just
Amazing.
want to I just want to roll these beautiful die that Jay let me use. I go to these conventions, Gabby, I saw all your die and I'm like, they always look so pretty and I always want to buy them, but I'm like, I don't have a reason for them at this moment.
And now you do.
So now I do. Very excited.
Welcome to being a dice goblin. It's an expensive hobby.
Looking forward.
And finally, our last player that I'm super excited to introduce, I met through the D&D Cabaret that I co-produced with Jay this past November at 54 Below. Sam, it is so good to see you again.
It's so good to see you, Gabby. How are you?
I'm great. I'm living life. It's a vibe.
Yay! My name is Sam. I act and I write and I do comedy stuff. I also technically play D&D professionally, and that a board game store gives me like $18 an hour to play D&D with children. But I've DM'd a lot because of that. I've played not a ton of D&D over the years. Once I turned it into a very lightly paid skill, I was like, well, I guess I'll never play with friends again. So this is really fun. I'm really excited.
Amazing. And so my question for you, since you're, I think I'm our most experienced player at the table today, what is your favorite D&D related memory that you have?
My favorite D&D related memory. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm the worst at recounting stories at the last second. I think, so my nerd claim to fame is that my dad used to draw for was a freelance artist for a bunch of different TTRPGs, including D&D. Like some of his art is in like parts of second edition, very lightly, like not a ton, and there are a ton of other TTRPGs that don't exist anymore because there was a big boom in the 80s and they all went away.
Yeah.
So he had all these books for different TTRPGs, and most of my childhood was just spent going through like pounds and pounds and pounds of like random fantasy world material, and talking to my dad about it and him showing me his favorite parts. And I think that's always been sort of my. One time he built not his like own TTRPG and like test played it with me, and just those memories I think are always the thing I come back to the most, is like how excited he was about this stuff. He's still alive. I feel like I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
He is doing well.
Amazing. So before we get started, I do contractually have to give a shout out to one of my students and my adopted school son, Terrell. He's been helping me out the past few weeks with building some of the NPCs that you guys are going to be meeting today. So shout out Terrell. I also think he's the only student of mine who has successfully found the Crit Starters channel and subscribed to it. So thank you, Terrell. I'm so proud to know that my first adopted school son is nerd enough to be invested in his teacher's silly little D&D podcast. Lets me know that I'm raising them right. So anyways, I am really glad to have you all here. And are we ready to get into it? Amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. So, the sun is set as your carriage slows to a stop. You clutch the parchment in your hands and read the contents just one last time before you step out to begin your evening. Most loyal citizen, let it be known across the realm that you have been cordially invited to the annual Moonlight Ball. The ball will be held in the Luce Stellare Ballroom of Il Castello di Pasera. Her Grace, Duchess Feelora Vasera, and His Grace, Duke Elendor, humbly request that you prepare your finest garments for the evening, as only guests of the highest esteem will be joining. In the parcel that has arrived with this invitation, you will find the mask that you will be wearing for the evening. Outfit coordination with the mask is encouraged, but not required. Eagerly awaiting your acceptance, Feelora Vasera, Duchess of Adamant. The castle looms in front of you, beautifully backlit by the last minutes of the setting sun before giving way to the night. A footman, dressed in red and gold, with a matching mask that hides his face, opens the door to your carriage as you step out and begin the trek to the main hall. So, I'm going to have you each introduce your characters one by one. Tell me how you're dressed for the event. Why do you think you were invited? It doesn't say in the invitation. So what is your character speculating for the reason why? And how are you feeling as you're walking up to the entrance of this very large and kind of intimidating castle? So I'm actually going to roll the dice to see what character we meet first. Jay.
Hi, I'm Marin, Marin Diggory, and I got this invitation. I was I just started playing again, and I was playing in this little bar in La Belladore. But what district is that? La Bella something. I was playing in this bar. I was brought here by a couple of my friends. We escaped a prison system together. It was a lot. But because of that, I started playing again because I wanted to. And this guy came up to me and handed me an invitation and gave me a wink, which also kind of was like weird, but okay. And it had this black mask. So and it has like purple in it. So I decided to put on my best purple evening gown and do up my hair. I'm a changeling, so I change shape depending on how I'm feeling or what I'm feeling. But at the moment I'm doing my mantras. I'm trying to stay calm and just keep this shape because it's not every day you meet royalty, and I don't know. I want to make the best first impression. Because I'm known for not making the best first impressions, and I want people to like me. That's all. Anyway, I'm honored to be going to a ball, though. The balls are so fun, from what I hear. We used to have a lot in the Sealy Court, but a lot of people were flying around, so I didn't always get to participate because I can't. But I could do other things. I'm excited to go to a ball with humans, or not humans, but at least not Fae. Wait, there could be Fae here. Anyway, I'm just excited to have been invited, and to go to a castle, because I've only really spent time in either the woods or a little city that does not compare to Aramand, or again, a prison system that was like the Hunger Games, but worse. We were all on an island and things were trying to kill us for a very long time, but we escaped. So that's a story for another day and a campaign for another day. But I'm here, and that's all that matters. And I have my loot on my back, and that's all you need to know.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. Next, let's see what Melrin has going on.
So, hi, I'm Ellerin. I'm having a really bad day. I am in the kitchen. I am being yelled at a lot. I have dropped so much food. I am trying to make this work because I desperately need the money. I saw the help wanted sign in town and I wandered in and I was like, great, got it. This is how we're getting food for the month. That's a fair chunk of change. And it turns out that I'm really bad at this. I thought all the monks in the monastery were like, this is how you make gruel. And I was like, great, got it, know how to make gruel now. There's a lot more than gruel. There's a lot more than gruel in the world, and I don't know how to help with any of it. And I keep dropping all of it. I'm really scared I'm gonna lose this job. I don't know if they'll pay me if I lose this job. And I really am having a bad day. Have I mentioned that?
I think once or twice.
Should I give a little background otherwise, or is that enough?
Hey, if that's where you want to stop, that's fine with me.
Incredible.
We're chilling. All right. I'm gonna assume that we're pronouncing this like the movie Amelie.
Yes,
Amazing. What's she got going on, babe?
I'm Amelie, and I've never been to a ball before. I spend most of my time on the boat with my dad. I've been a sailor since I was little, but I'm wearing my mom's dress. She was an elf, and it's white, and it's flowy, and I don't usually wear anything like this because I spend my time on a boat. And I don't really know why I've been invited, but I'm quite suspicious.
Good to know. All right. And Ariel, I might need your help with the pronunciation of your character's name. I know Jay said it once. One more
Rayla.
time?
Rayla. Yes.
Amazing. I love it. What's she got going on?
All right, so Rayla Fairclaw, she like scratches her ears as the door gets open, and she kind of like tumbles out of the carriage because I do not take carriages very often, and my tummy is all over the place. But I like stretch my lion's back. I puff out my lion's mane hair. And I put back on my mask because I had to take it off for a second because I was just getting so hot in that carriage. All right, so I put it back on. It's like this leather kind of mask. I got my leather corset on, my white shirt. This is a lot more clothing than I'm used to, but I said, all right, going to the castle tonight, got to look somewhat presentable. Got my pants on, my boots. I have in my purse a wild crafted good. I have a feeling that's why I was invited. I think the Duchess wants to see what kind of goods that I can create, and I think she'd be really interested in what I have for her tonight. However, are they human? The Duchess and the Duke?
So the Duchess is human.
Got it.
The Duke, no one's really quite sure. He's not from the area. He's actually from a different country on the continent. They think he's half elf, but no one can really get a straight answer out of him when they ask.
Totally. Thank you. So knowing that the Duchess is human, although I really want to sell her my goods, I'm a little trepidatious about meeting her, being that she's human, but I need to make money.
So fair, so valid. So you all make your way into the castle and you walk into the main hall, and before you can be led to the ballroom, you see who you assume is Duchess Feylora. She's beautifully dressed, long brown hair. She's currently wearing a gold gown, like a very intricate mask that she already has adorned on her face. And she approaches the three of you who have entered, because Melvin, you are in the kitchen, so you don't get this. You're not here. You are elsewhere at the moment. But she says, "Oh, hi! Thank you so much for coming. We're so glad that you were all able to come. Was your journey okay?"
Yes, thank you for providing the carriage. That was actually very kind of you. Thank you.
Of course, it's the least we can do. We understand a lot of our invited guests are, most of them are from town, but a lot are also from out of town, so we wanted to make sure that we could make sure that you were all coming and that travel would not be an issue, to make sure that you arrive safely. But the one of the servants is going to announce you to the rest of the ballroom, and I'll see you in there. Thank you so much for coming. We're so appreciative that you were able to make it. And she just walks off. You're approached by the servant that she had just indicated, who gets all of your names and announces you into the space. You walk in, and there's a drone of chatter just from around the room. It's already pretty full, even though you have arrived on time. Actually, 5 minutes early.
Oh,
so
cool.
The festivities still have not started just yet, but early bird catches the worm, and a lot of these people know that this isn't just a ball. This is also a networking event for a lot of them. So they're making chatter with what appears to be a lot of nobles. There are a lot of nobility in this room, which shouldn't be surprising. On the invitation, it did indicate that a lot of important people were going to be here. As you kind of scan the room, there are definitely some people who might be interesting to talk to. As you get familiar with the space, you see at the edge of the dance floor a petite halfling woman in a golden mask that resembles a mouse. She seems to be scanning the room for someone, but she can't quite find them. Off in the corner by large glass doors leading to the balcony is a human man and an elven woman conversing in whispers as they watch a group of 3 young half-elves standing by the refreshment table, just keeping an eye on them. By the main entrance to the ballroom, so right around where you all are standing, is a tall, white, dragonborn man comfortably sipping on his glass as he just people watches. He's not openly in a conversation with anyone. He's just observing. And sitting at one of the tables at the outskirts of the room is a gaunt-looking man in a serpentine-appearing mask. Finally, standing at the edge of the platform where a very ornate table, you presume that will be the sitting spot of the Duke and Duchess once they are formally introduced, where they will sit, stands a tall, statuesque woman fiddling with her hands as she waits, you assume, to greet the Duke and Duchess once they enter the space. Melvin, on the other hand, you have made such a mess in the kitchen. And the head chef walks up, he's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm waitering.
You know what, I'm gonna send you upstairs. You're gonna,
Yeah, absolutely.
what can I give you that won't make a mess if you spill it? And he sees another waiter walking past, just grabs the tray from his hand. It's like, you find something else. He essentially is handing you a tray full of pigs in a blanket. It's like, and this is what you're gonna walk around.
Okay,
Please don't drop this.
I will not disappoint you. I am here with you right now and in this moment, and I am being present, and I want you to know that this is going to go incredibly.
For the sake of both of our mental healths, I'm going to choose to believe you.
Thank you so much. And then
Okay. Get away from me before I start to cry. This is a lot. And you are sent to serve appetizers in the main ballroom where the event is being held.
I'm really selling. Like, I'm trying really hard to catch people's eye. I'm trying too hard.
Can I flag him down for a second? Because my stomach's upset,
Absolutely.
and I would love... right over here.
Oh, yes. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. How can I help you?
Oh, can you get me, like, a seltzer or something while I take a few of these pigs in the blanket, please?
Oh, well, okay. The chef wanted me to serve pigs in a blanket, but a guest wants me to get... Okay, you hold these. I give her the pigs in the blanket, and I run to get seltzer from the kitchen.
I take it, and then I just start eating them because it's, like, settling my stomach a little bit better. Thanks. I think.
Does anyone see me as I, like, run? Where would seltzer water be?
It would probably... So, it wouldn't necessarily be in the kitchen. There is a bar set up, which will keep you away from the head chef while also being able to complete this task for one of the guests.
Incredible. I go behind the bar, I pour a seltzer, I run back, I'm like, here, thank you so much. I don't comment on the fact that half the tray is gone.
Yeah, I give the tray back to you, and then I also give you a little wild gift, and I say, this is to make your mustache grow even longer and more luscious. Thanks for the drink.
Thank you. I think. And then I sort of wander off and continue trying, like, shoving these in people's faces for all practical purposes.
All right, anyone else want to talk about what they're doing in this space as we have this little bit of downtime?
So when they announced my name and I saw how many people were here, I got kind of scared for a second, and I felt like a little kid. So next thing I know, I was a little kid, and I'm, like, drowning in my dress. And I am about a 8-year-old girl, which is always fun to be. And in order to calm my nerves, all I really need is a drink. So I go over to the refreshment table, which I'm guessing the bar is near the refreshment table.
Yeah, relatively.
Okay, so I go up to the bar first and I go, barkeep, can I please have a glass of mead, please?
What?
A glass of mead, please? Please, I need something.
And they just look around. Like what would be the modern day equivalent of looking for Ashton Kutcher to see if they're unpunked. It's like,
right.
And you're how old?
Technically, I'm 33, but I guess it doesn't really appear like that.
Roll a persuasion check.
19! Cool.
Hey, I see something new every day. He gets you the mead. Easy enough. He's convinced.
And then I walk over to the refreshment table and start, like, eyeing what is on there as I'm sipping the mead. And me, currently still in the form of an 8-year-old little girl, drowning in this giant dress and this mask, proudly catches the eye of the halfling. It was 3 halfling youths.
Half elves. Half elves.
Youth.
But yeah, they're like teens to mid-20s.
Love that. Well, now there's a little girl there sipping on mead, so yeah. And I'm weirdly the ale makes me feel a little bit braver, so they watch as I contort back into my normal form.
And you see one of them especially, this blonde, half elf, blue eyes, very like gangland, dorky looking. Eyes like bug out of his head. He is fascinated by you.
Is this who I think?
Are you? What just happened?
Oh, I'm a changeling. Depending on my mood, or just by will, I can I change shape. So, yeah. Hi, I'm Marin. Marin.
That. Hi, I'm Sen. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. And he's like looking back at the two other half elves standing with him. He's like, Cat, Cece, did you see what you... And they're like, yes, Sen. We were standing right next to you. We also watched it happen. You need to calm down, dude. We're in public. Oh, right, I forgot. Sorry.
This reaction is Jay reacting to the fact that Senna is here, and not Marin reacting to the fact that Senna. Senna is a character we have met, who I adore.
One of my pet NPCs.
No, it's okay. I'm used to being looked at. I'd be happy to talk to you more about being a changeling, I guess, or if you have any questions, or
Oh God, I have so many questions. And he's like fully like stalled. He's like, God, what do I want to ask first? I don't know.
I hold up my finger and I just down the entirety of the mead. Okay, you can ask me whatever you want. I'm good now. I am calm. I'm at peace. I am good.
Oh my God, Dad's gonna love you. And you can see all three of them look over to the couple that was mentioned earlier, who we now realize are their parents. Yeah, Jay, the Bluethorns are here! You really thought I would do a session without the Bluethorns?
Love that I also am the one that inadvertently is interacting with the Bluethorn.
Yeah, of course, out of all the NPCs, you picked the Bluethorns to interact with first.
Okay.
The ones who have been in pretty much every single episode.
Viewers at home, that was completely by chance. Truly. My character just needs alcohol. That's all.
Alright, Amelie, how are you interacting with the space right now?
Can I go talk to the Bluethorn?
Absolutely. Which ones? Do you wanna go join the teens, or you wanna talk to the
Can I
grown-ups?
talk to the parent?
Absolutely. So as this interaction is happening with the younger of the Bluethorn family, you can see both of the parents are kind of chuckling as they're watching their son freak out over this complete stranger that they just met. Like, of course our son would find that so amusing. I can't with that boy. What are we going to do with him when he graduates? I don't know. He's your son. When he acts like this, he's your son. So how do you want to approach them?
Hi. Are those your kids over there? I'm also a half-elf.
Yes, and unfortunately they are. Hi, I'm Lumena Bluethorn. She extends her hand to you. She is this absolutely stunning elven woman, long, dark, curly hair, olive skin, dark eyes. She looks kind of intimidating, but there's this warmth that emanates from her.
Oh. Hi, I'm Amelie. My mom was an elf too. This is her dress. Do you like it?
It's gorgeous, darling. Absolutely stunning. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
And I'm I'm Joseph. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, hi. I guess you're a human. That's cool.
Yep. I guess so. He does not know how to handle you.
Anyway.
Would you like us to introduce you?
I'd
to
really
our
like that.
children? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And she's like, I'll let you handle that, my love. I'll stay here. Make sure nothing's happening on the balcony.
Is he always like that?
escorts you over. Actually, no. I don't know what's gotten into him.
Is it me?
No. There's a lot going on at the moment. His work has gotten quite hectic in the past week and a half or so.
Oh. I get it. My work gets in the way of my life, too, always being on the seas. This is my first ball. I'm never on land.
You know what? My daughter, Katerina, I think you and her will get along really well.
I'd love to meet her.
Yeah, of course. She's, at this point, you guys have made your way to the other side of the room where the younger Bluethorns are. And she's like, oh, so sorry to interrupt. Hi, dear. And Marin, she's greeting you. So this is, you said your name is Amelie, yes?
Yeah, Amelie.
Amelie. These are my children. This is Cecilia. And you see this half-elf who looks very much like her mother, the same dark curly hair, dark skin, dark eyes. That's Cecilia. And then we have Katerina and Sened.
Hi, guys. I'm Amelie.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Hi, pleasure.
I'm a
And
half-elf, too,
Cecilia.
just like you guys, so we should probably be friends.
Hey, I'm so down for that. I love new friends. Actually, just the other day, and Katerina like puts her hand over his mouth. It's like, Sen, this is so not the time for that. Like, we get it. We get that you and Grunk are besties. But like, we don't. It would be the 5th time that you've told this story today. It's a lot. Yeah, Marin, what's up?
I just want to point out that the minute that Amelie said that like we all look or like we are very similar to each other, we should be friends, I inadvertently, out of social anxiety, have transformed myself to look like I belong in the Bluethorn family. So I have sandy blonde hair and elf ears and very tall and gangly. But at the same time, my skin has not changed color, so I just look like a half elf and half changeling mix. But I'm trying very hard to fit into this group now that the attention's not on me anymore. So wanted to point that out.
Oh.
Sened absolutely clocks that happens. It's like, you are seriously, I think, like maybe the coolest person I've ever met in my life.
Thank you. I will accept that compliment. Thank you.
Good. It was intended as a compliment.
Cool. So, Amelie, you're new here. I'm new.
Yeah. You're new too?
Yeah, I spent a while in a prison system. Yeah, that was fun.
And when you say that, Sened, out of nowhere, whips out a notebook and just starts furiously scribbling things down.
Yeah, it's not
like, oh, Marina's gonna want to hear about this.
Oh, God.
I'm name dropping a bunch of past characters from the campaign. So if you're wondering why Jay is freaking out about these random names I'm dropping, that's what's going on.
World building. Anyway, it's it's fun to be a bard when you're in a prison for magical beings. So that was fun. But I just got here about a month ago, and I've been playing down in the entertainers' quarters. So that's been great. Working back up my audience ship. Where are you from?
Well, I spend most of my time on the seas. I don't know where I'm technically from, but I grew up with my dad.
Oh, you're a mariner.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what that means.
A mariner is one that lives on the seas.
Yes. Yeah.
Get it? Like mariner. Yeah. You know.
I get it.
Cool. Okay. So
Where are
All
you
of the
from
Bluethorn
before
kids are
this?
laughing.
Why did you go to prison?
Oh, I lived in a country that outlawed all magic. Yeah, that was fun. And
Magic's so fun. Why would they outlaw it?
you know, it's a really complicated political system. And God forbid if I end up being entrenched in any other complicated political systems within my lifetime.
I just want to say Rayla has like moved her way to the ornate table where you all are at because her stomach is still kind of iffy and it's just like eating things, whatever she can get her hands on, while kind of like eavesdropping because she's like, oh, maybe I could sell them something. So I'm just around.
Oh, hi. But yeah, magic outlawed, and I between changeling and bard, I turned myself in, and got thrown into prison. But we escaped, and that's all that matters. I think we escaped actually. But I kind of blacked out.
You don't know? No one thought to fill you in?
Well,
I'm Rayla, Feral Claw, and I have a potion that could help you with that if you want.
I would actually love that.
Well, yeah. And she extends a big paw to Marin. Rayla Fairclaw, how you doing?
My hand turns into a paw as well, and I shake. Nice to meet you. Mary
Is incredible. I turn around to Amelie. Rayla Fairclaw, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Nice to meet you.
You as well. Marin, you have to come to my shop after this. I have potions. We could work together. I think maybe one of them could help jog some of that memory that you lost over there.
Yeah, I would love that.
So, why are you all here tonight? I'm supposed to be meeting with the Duchess at some point.
I'm also supposed to be meeting with the Duke and Duchess. Amelie?
I don't know. I've never been to a ball. I'm new here.
Oh, honey. I've never been to a ball either, so if you want to stick with me, we can go through this together.
Are the Duke and Duchess, are they nice?
I hear the Duchesses, the Duke, take them or leave them.
Senate, your family.
Yeah.
Your family seems to be from around here. Can you tell us a little bit about the Duke and Duchess?
Yeah.
As he's describing this, I want to just point out, if it's okay with Melrin, that I am seeing Pigs in a Blanket slowly make their way over to us, flagging him down as I'm listening to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you're waving at me. I wave back.
Well, hold on. And can I go over to him and kind of just drag the try and take the plate from him? But
yeah, no.
Come over. We're hungry.
Okay. Hi. I've got pigs in the blanket. I was trying to figure out how to say that in French and couldn't. But they're good. Would you like any?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I take 2 handfuls.
The tray is so empty because of Rayla.
I take one and then realize there's only one left, and I go, Amelia, do you want the last one?
We could split it.
I would like that. And then I inadvertently break my current one and break the next one, so we technically still have one. And we're just eating two halves.
I'm glad we worked that out.
Rayla burps really loud. Pardon me. Those are really good pigs in the blanket. Whew.
Anyway, Senate, you were saying about the Duke and Duchess?
Yeah, so, and you see quickly both of the girls look over, they're like, Sen, don't. Senate, it is not the time. It's like, no, but it'll be like so quick, I promise.
Yeah,
So,
let him speak. Let him speak.
So, like, the Duchess, like, she's all right. Like, she's nice. But, I mean, and he points over to the tall white dragonborn who has moved from the entrance into the ballroom, and it's kind of just milling around. So, that's Sir Owen. He used to be one of the Duchess's father's, like, inner circle. I think it was like his right hand. And just one night, all of his land and assets were seized, and he was, like, essentially fired. And I don't know if the Duchess did that or the Duke, but it was definitely, it was after her father passed, and it's kind of suspicious. And you can see both the girls are going, Sened, I swear to God, if you bring up the conspiracy theory about 5 years ago, I'm gonna kill you on the spot.
I just want
Bring it up, bring it up.
I also just want to say that in this, I have taken the notebook and pen that Senna has been writing everything I've been saying down, and realizing we're about to get a lore drop because I have experience with that. I have taken it, and now I'm writing what Senna is.
Mm-hmm. And he gets it. He's a nerd. He gets it. He lets it happen. He's like, oh, baby, I have notes for you. If we get out of this without any of us disappearing,
What?
you're going to come back to the house and I'm going to show you the notes.
Disappear.
And Katarina's like, Senate, what did we just say about talking about your theory about 5 years ago? I'm sorry. It's just like, when someone goes missing, it's kind of weird.
Wait, who
Am I
went
wrong?
missing?
So, I wasn't there for that ball because I wasn't 18 yet, and they generally don't let, like, the nobles' kids come unless they're, like, of age. So I wasn't at this particular ball, but, like, one of the nobles went missing, like, from one of the other towns. And everyone from an official capacity said that he had just drank too much and went home early, but I don't know that anyone's heard from him since, and it's been 5 years. Like, he was kind of elusive to begin with, but 5 years is a long time to go without anybody hearing from you. Right?
Yeah. Rayla takes a bite of what she thinks is like an apple-ish kind of thing and says, Do these balls only happen every once of 5 years? Or do these balls happen every year?
And the older girl, Cecilia, turns and she's like, they happen every year. And Senate, we don't know what happened. Like, if something had happened, because I was there at that one. That was my first ball. I had just turned 18. And if something like untoward had happened, I think I would have heard about it from someone other than you. I'm just saying. Like, I get that the Duke and Duchess are a little suspicious. Trust me. Like, and she's now looking at all of you. No one in our family really trusts them. Like, this maybe isn't the best place to talk about it, but we're nobility, we're local, we have to save face. We're not in a position where out loud we can necessarily be expressing these things. I agree that what happened to the other Viscount was weird. It's strange that we haven't seen him at a ball since. I refuse to believe it just because he was refusing because he got too drunk last time. But you never know who's listening. And we are in their house. The walls have ears here. No offense. And she's Melvin looking directly at you with that one.
I think, I was about to say, I think I like ran to get more pigs in a blanket and just standing next to Rayla, essentially working as a tray for her so that she could take anything she wants. And I'm just sort of nodding.
She's like, no offense. I'm sure you're fine, but
I'm freelance.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I feel like I should say that I don't want to make you feel intruded upon by me being here. I got here yesterday.
No, that is helpful to know. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We do feel very comforted by that.
Of course.
And Henry is just like, Cece, I get it. But like, also, it's a big city. And there's a lot that can happen even under watchful eyes. That's all I'm saying.
Is this guy the first to have gone missing?
And you can see they're like looking around, and they specifically look at the woman who was initially standing by the Duke and Duchess's table and has now made her way to the entrance of the main hall. Her game plan has changed. She's not going to wait for them to sit down and get comfy. She wants to try and get to them right away.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like very tall, kind of intimidating looking, and she's wearing this ivory fox mask. And Katerina looks at her and is like, there are some people who I think know a lot more than they're letting on. No one's gone missing since, like, of such high importance societally.
Are you saying that people have gone missing of all societal standing? And she lets out like a low growl. This is why I don't trust humans.
Just sorry. Have any, I don't know, crazy question, servants gone missing?
Yeah.
Not that I think we have any record of.
Record doesn't mean that it hasn't happened.
No, and I will admit, we're one family. We're a big family, but we're one family. To my knowledge, we're the only ones who have even had an inkling of expression of suspicion, other than the ones who've been like directly wronged by the Duke and Duchess. But we try to keep track of what we can. So if something needs to be done, we have like the running records of everything. But it's hard to know who just leaves the city because they're looking for opportunity elsewhere versus
Leaves the city.
who's leaving the city for other reasons, maybe not of their own will.
I'm gonna lean into Amelie and just go, this is not typical ball conversation.
It's not.
What do we usually talk about at balls?
And you can hear they pick up their volume again. Well, I heard that the other day, Lady Isadora bought the most beautiful new painting from MASQUERADE. Like, absolutely gorgeous portrait of, what did I say it was? She commissioned it. It was of her family's ship that's at the docks. And so it's the ship with the docks and the sunrise. I heard it was gorgeous. I was actually meaning to ask her about it. Maybe I'll do that later. This is what we normally talk about at balls. Not conspiracy theories of people who've gone missing. Sened.
I like the conversation.
Bringing it up again.
Missing.
Oh, it is vastly more interesting, but it's not necessarily the most polite conversation, especially when you're in the house of the people who you suspected it. You know?
Well, and she claps her paws together. Great conversation, everyone. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled, but I'm going to make some money so I can get out of this town before I'm the next one to leave. And Rayla walks off, and she goes towards. I'd like to talk possibly with she'll saunter over to the tall white dragonborn man, Sir
Yeah,
Owen.
of course. Yeah, so this is Sir Owen, and he sees you approach, because again, he's just milling around, he's people watching, he's not really doing all that much. So you coming up to him is very, very clear. It's like, oh, hello.
Well, hello there, and she, puts out her large paw and shakes
And
his hand.
his clawed hand grabs right back.
Right. Oh, Rayla loves
met.
to have well met indeed. She loves to have a strength. She's very into that. So I'm Rayla Farrellclaw. I'm opening up a new shop in town. I'm selling wild potions and all of that, all natural. Have you had any ailments recently?
Oh, other than one of severe misfortune, no.
Tell me more about the severe misfortune. I may have something that I can whip up for you in town.
Well, I used to be well respected. You know, I am actually very surprised to have been invited.
You know what? You and me both, buddy. You and me both. But you definitely look like an aristocrat. Why wouldn't you be here?
Oh, I used to be.
Used to be.
Yes, my current title is up for question.
Well, before you go on, you know what? I think you have a hankering for some more pigs in a blanket, and she does one of these. Which is it, Melrin?
Yes.
Yeah, Melrin. I hope that Melrin sees this.
I run over.
Great. Melrin, my friend. And I give you a gold piece. Can you get me an endless supply of whatever they have in the kitchen that you think is just like chef's kiss?
Yes.
For me and Sir Owen over here.
Yes. I run and I just bring back a full chicken. A full rotisserie chicken.
Wait, is it alive?
No, it's dead. It's rotisserie.
All right.
and I'm I just on a tray.
Perfect.
Oh, thank God! Finally, some good food. We
So
always carry around the smallest things, and finally, something good.
I do worry that I stole this. Please, like, can we sort of form a barrier around me as we eat it? I don't know. This might have been a main course.
He immediately moves the three of you to a corner, so you're like Melvin, you are in the corner, and it's just Brayla and Owen.
I feel very safe right now. Thank you.
I put my large arm around. How large is Melrin?
Melrin's like normal human size, like probably like 5. How tall are people? Like 5'10", 5'11".
Okay. And you're human?
Melrin is. I think when you look at Melrin, you're like human, but then out of the corner of your eye, there's like a weird. It's almost like he glows. Like there's a strength to his presence that seems off.
Okay. So I like put my arm about Melrin and I go, "You're good people, Melrin. Good people."
You have no idea how much that means to me.
So, Sir Owen, you're saying you've lost your standing, and she takes a bite of the chicken.
Mm-hmm. He grabs the other leg of the chicken and just absolutely. So, I used to be one of her trusted advisors. In fact, I was her father's right-hand man before he and her mother passed. One night she asked me to attend a private gathering, which not in my contract, so I declined. And then the next morning my servants had vanished, my wealth was seized, and I was kindly asked to retire.
When you say your servants had vanished, do you mean they had vanished or they had left?
I mean, I've heard from one or two of them since. It seems like they were moved to other noble families' service.
I'm so sorry. I'm enjoying the chicken. I hope you're having a good time.
No, I understand your concern, especially with not what I should be bringing up right now. You can tell that he was about to bring up the incident from 5 years ago.
That's what I asked. I was like, she moves in like closer, handing Melrin a chicken. She says, "Don't leave yet."
Oh no, I wasn't planning to.
Okay, good. So moves in a little closer. Sir Owen, was this 5 years ago, or was this like last year when you were kind of kicked out?
This was a few months ago.
Damn. Why are you back here?
I don't know. I think that they're trying to save face. Just like to show that there's still, even though none of the advisors that were, and you can see he's like skating to the room to make sure that the other servants, the ones who would be in charge of like making sure that the room is ready for the Duke and Duchess to be introduced, that they're not looking like they're getting ready just yet. Everyone that was an advisor to her father has retired.
Oh,
and I think that the other nobility don't love that choice. And so I think inviting us here was a way to show, I don't know, good faith, that there was no ill will towards us, that there was only a regime change needed, which I don't know how much I believe that.
What kind of regime change? What have you seen different in your town since the changing?
Small things. We don't necessarily have a state religion. There's not like just one god that the whole city worships. But the Vaseras were all generally on the same page. They all worshipped the same god. And the Duchess was an avid believer, used to attend all the ceremonies, do all of the celebrations, and that stopped. And he leans in real close to the two of you and starts whispering, if you value your life, you will not question the Duchess about her faith.
Okay.
I've seen people punished for questioning.
Gabby, can I ask, in the time I've been here, have I noticed any relics of a specific god that I would recognize?
Not necessarily. This is what would have at one point been a fairly religious household under the Duchess's kind of reign has become increasingly non-denominational.
Okay.
There are no real signs of religion anywhere. And considering that the family historically had been worshipping like the patron god of the arts, this sudden shift to no worship, no praise, no reverence towards any god at all is the thing that is arousing suspicions, because it's like, we doubt she's gone atheist. So who is she worshipping and why won't she tell us? Like, that's the part that's suspicious.
Well, I would be worshipping the god of pigs in a blanket if I could. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Huzzah! Can I, while I run to get another chicken and more pigs in a blanket,
Yep.
I, on the way there, I guess do some sort of investigate check to try to see, because I'm moving through parts of the house that are less like in front of people. So I guess I want to do two things. I want to see if there's any maybe upper management who seems specifically nervous in some way, maybe. And then I want to see if I can see either any, this is a huge ask and I realize that, so we can cut this down.
No,
but
you're good.
any remains of like what religion that used to be here or ominous signs of religion that is now here.
So yeah, you can absolutely go ahead and roll a check for that.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Incredible. I don't think I'm very good at that, so it's my fault for using that word. Just one. Investigation is +1. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, a natural 20.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna privately send you the symbol that you do see.
Incredible.
It's very, very subtle. It's intended to not be noticed unless you are specifically looking for it. And you just, yeah. And you just happen to almost stumble across it. And like, oh wow, I'm seeing this motif in a lot of places. That's weird.
Like hidden Mickeys.
Yeah, very, very hidden Mickeys. So that is the symbol that you're kind of seeing everywhere.
Do I recognize it?
You know what? Because that was a nat 20, I'm going to say you...
Unnatural 20, sorry.
Oh, dirty 20. Okay, still very high, and I'll still honor that. You haven't... I mean, you've obviously seen it before, though not as consciously as you're seeing it now, but you've heard about it.
Okay.
Just whispers from other members of the staff of like, hey, I heard that like people are starting to worship Laldir again.
Uh-huh.
And which is crazy because worship of him has been banned for like, I don't know what, 50 years?
Can I do a religion check on Laldir?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, I'm greedy for checks.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think that's also
Be greedy for checks. Ask me for things.
I'm proficient. Hurrah! Oh, 10.
Okay, so all that you really know about Laldir is one, it is incredibly taboo to talk about him.
Mm.
It's generally frowned upon, especially because worship of him is banned in the city.
Mm.
And that was a law that the current Duchess's grandfather put into place. And what you know is there was an attempted coup on the city by Laldir's followers.
Mm.
The Duchess's grandfather pretty much single-handedly stopped it by killing the High Priestess, who was kind of leading it all forward. No one knows what Laldir supposedly looks like. All that's really truly known about him is that his followers believe him to be a god that rewards sacrifice. A sacrifice in his name is the greatest honor that one of his followers could do. And the last time that worship of him was allowed, they tried to sacrifice the city.
Okay. So having heard these whispers over the last couple of days, but maybe just ignoring it because I'm like, whatever, I'm just here to get a job done. And then having noticed these symbols now, having heard this conversation, my last thing I'd like to do, if you'll let me do it, is I get my pigs in a blanket. Tonal change. Tonal shift.
Yep.
The chef is so proud of me. I've served so many plates of these just to Rayla, but he does not know that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, he doesn't care. As long as the food's getting out and he's not hearing any complaints about you, does not care.
I am mistaking that for pride in me. I am truly like,
Yep.
He thinks I'm doing great. But
no,
so I'm.
he actually is very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
It's like, wow, we just needed to put him under pressure. That was it.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I'm great under pressure. I'm great under pressure. Fate is such a funny thing. Anyway, so I grab my tray and I'm gonna do like a full lap around the like main ballroom. And while I'm doing it, can I be focusing on detection of evil and good?
Yeah.
And do I pick up anything?
Not necessarily. Nothing immediately that sticks out,
Okay.
but the vibes are off.
Yeah.
There's nothing immediately in the room, but there's something close. You can't tell how close, but
Okay.
something is off.
I'll continue serving. I'll bring another chicken to Rayla.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on with me, Amelie, and Senate right now? Because I feel like Senate has no filter, usually. So would we have been at some point filled in on the Laldir crap as that's all happening, or
Very, very vaguely.
okay.
But yes. Because as our audience, and Jay, as you know, the cult of Laldir is essentially his major in college. So he wants to absolutely nerd info dump, but is being constantly reminded by his sisters about how, like, hey, maybe this isn't the place to do that.
There's a reason why Senate does not get invited to a lot of places, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a nerd. We don't normally bring him out in public much. Because, you know, you never know when he's going to mention his photo player. It's like, it's great. It's a piano that plays itself, and it has bells, and it literally has bells and whistles.
I'm gonna check in with Amelie. Hey, girl. How are you? We're getting a lot of information right now, and we're not really. I just want to check how you're doing, because this is all new to you, and this is all new to me. So,
Marin, are we safe here? Are we gonna go missing?
Oh
my god.
You know what? I'm gonna cast one of my spells, if that's okay.
Yeah, what you casting?
I'm gonna cast a level 2 spell. I'm going to use one of my spell slots for this. Oh well. But I feel like I need it, and I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
So basically, I'm attempting to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. And each humanoid person in 25-foot radius basically has to make a charisma saving throw. And then you can choose, a creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. And if a creature fails its saving throw, you choose one of the two effects. Either you are charmed or you're frightened. In this case, I'm trying to charm. So basically, all I need from you, Lizzie, correct me if I'm wrong, Gabby, is for her to make a charisma saving throw.
What do I need to do?
It would be a charisma saving throw, which I can see what that is for you if you would like. Yeah, so Lizzie, you would roll a d20 and then you add 5 to whatever's on the dice. Or again, you can choose to fail and let this spell take effect.
Can I choose to fail and let it take effect?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. So I take 2 goblets and you know what? Gabby, do they have a punch bowl or do they have like a punch fountain?
Oh, this is definitely a punch fountain kind of party.
Okay, so I put my cups underneath the punch fountain and I hold them and I go, na 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 nita na 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 nita na na nita ya.
Come on, Cheetah Girls 2.
And I imbue them with a calming energy, and then I hand it to Amelie. And I'm like, so it's gonna be. We've really only been at this party for about 20 minutes, so I suggest we drink this, and that way we're not worrying about disappearing and can just focus and have a good time tonight. You feel good about that?
You are my friend and I trust you blindly.
I don't know how to feel about that, but that's why we're drinking. So here we go.
I don't even know what I was worried about. You're not gonna go missing.
Oh, missing. I'm not even gonna be worried about the fact that you just met me and you put your full trust in me. I don't do well with trust, but we're not gonna worry about that right now.
Well, fun.
Yeah, you know.
I feel great.
I feel great. You feel great. I feel great.
I feel great. I feel great. Everything's great.
Hey, Sened, dude. I'm really have loved talking to you, but we've been here for a hot second. So, Amelie, if you'd like, I'd love to escort you to maybe over to where the Duke and Duchess's table is, and then see if we can mingle with the rest of the crowd. Maybe there's a stage. Is there a stage somewhere, Gabby? Are there musicians?
No. Yeah. There are musicians set up in the corner and kind of taking another second to look at the space, you see a lot of what's not necessarily normal for a ball. There is a painter who's setting up an easel and laying their paints out. They're going to paint like portraits. There's a little table set up where there is someone carving wooden figurines. Like, there are actually a lot of artists spread throughout the space that are just doing their art. And as you notice this, horns from the main entrance begin to play, and a very finely dressed, still servant in appearance, like shorter man, announces, welcome to the ball. I would like to present for you all Her Duchess, Her Grace Duchess Phaelora, and His Grace Duke Elendor. And he steps to the side, and the two walk out. You see, again, Duchess Phaelora, who you met earlier, still in her golden gown, intricate mask, and standing next to her, dressed in blacks and reds and a kind of matching gold kind of filigree mask, is again this kind of ambiguous. You're not sure if is he human, is he elf, is he half elf, is he none of the above. You can't quite put your finger on it, especially with his face being partially obscured. That's kind of the trick of a masquerade ball. You don't really get the full vision of everyone's faces. But they stand at the top of the staircase, and they're immediately handed 2 goblets, and except for Melrin, who's been this dedicated chicken and pigs in a blanket server so far in the night, all of the other servants have started handing out chalices of what looks like champagne. And they raise their glasses, and Phaelora speaks. Are you just raising your hand to feel involved? Or?
I have 2 questions, real fast.
Yeah.
Sorry. One,
Yeah.
as they enter, does my detect evil and good go off at all? It lasts for 10 minutes, so it also might have gone away. I will leave that to your judgment.
Yeah, no. It's like getting towards the end of it, and just as the spell you feel starts to fade out, there is this spike in energy, and you don't quite have the time to figure out in which way it is.
Great. If it's celestial, fiend, undead, whatever.
Yeah, you don't quite have the time to figure that out.
And then, second question. Loaded both of these for no reason, and I'm really happy it paid off. Can I cast Detect Poison and Disease as they hand out the chalices?
You sure can.
Do I get something?
Nope.
Yes. Okay.
It's all completely normal.
Incredible. All right. Thank you so
It's all
much.
above board on this one. Yeah, of course.
Oh, and one, because I forgot to say this earlier, I'm like communicating to Rayla as I find things. So I've decided we're buds. So Rayla, you're on the up and up on whatever I know.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna like kind of look down and put like something in mine just to make sure, but then you kind of tap me. I'm like, great. Appreciate it.
It's all good. It's all good. Not that kind of party.
People are
Right.
going missing. Who knows?
Not yet. Nothing's happened yet. You
But
just
we've
heard about things that
whispers.
happened 5 years ago.
Could
But
happen
that's the
tonight.
thrill of a masquerade ball, isn't it? And you see they both lift their glasses. They're inviting you all in for a toast. Welcome all to the Moonlight Ball. As we wrap up the festivities of La Festa de l'Artisti, we appreciate you spending your night here with us. We've brought in many of our local artists of a variety of mediums to share their art with us through portraits, performances, dances, sculptures, various art forms for you to see, view, and purchase throughout the evening. Our musicians, who you've been hearing as you entered and will continue to hear as the night progresses, are also local talents here to share their gifts with us. Now, please eat, drink, be merry. Alla stelle che ascoltano, E sogni che trovano risposta. Cheers.
What she said.
And for any of you who speak Elvish, you know that she just said, "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered." That was her toast to you all. And they walk down, take their place at their table, and the chatter resumes. Music picks back up into a waltz, and the ball has officially begun.
Well, Rayla can't help herself and her ears start twitching. She loves to dance. She goes to Amelie and says, "Do you want to dance?"
I would love to dance.
And they both, and Rayla and Amelie go out on the dance floor.
Absolutely.
Now, Rayla does have 2 left paws, though, so, she loves to dance. Not the best.
Does not mean she's good at it. Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I'm still feeling really great from Marin's spell, so anything is cool with me.
That's right, yeah.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
No, go.
Can I kind of try to float by, not to the Duchess and Duke's area, but like around it with a tray of food?
Yeah.
Can I try to like listen in and see if there's anything interesting going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So nothing really crazy. It's just a bunch of nobles have gathered around the table to start greeting them. You do notice the very tall woman from earlier with the ivory fox mask is still very patiently waiting for her turn. But it's all pleasantries of, "Oh, darling, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. How are the kids? How are the family?" Just regular small talk.
I'm gonna bring that tray of it's still pigs in a blanket. That's all I got.
Yeah, no, of course.
That's all I'll ever have. I'm gonna bring it to the woman with the fox mask and say, "Pigs in a blanket, milady."
No, thank you. Quite all right.
I love
And immediately,
Go ahead.
she like assumes the interaction is done, and immediately like she's very intently watching the Duke and Duchess.
She has holes in her mouth. You can see her eyes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. As she turns to look away, I'm like, "Oh, I love your fox mask. That's gorgeous."
Thank you. It's made from real bone.
Oh. Neat. Well,
I thought so too. Hoping the Duchess notices.
does she love unusual materials for fashion?
Yes. She's very much one to shake things up. This city, she has brought order.
Oh.
And she changes the lives of the people around her. She's brilliant that way.
Well, she sounds like an incredibly kind woman to have done so much.
She is.
Has she touched your life specifically?
Yes, I would do anything for her.
Oh, that's very admirable to be willing to do so much for someone.
Yes, I admire her greatly. She has changed my life for the better, I think.
I'm happy for you. Well, good luck with continuing to work with her. And I'm gonna float off, but keep an eye on hers. On.
Yeah, of course.
I think Marin's very confused now. Because now Marin is thinking whether or not they were invited to be a guest or whether to be a performer. So,
you do notice that none of the artists are wearing masks.
Okay.
So, due to the fact that you received an invitation with a mask, would lead you to believe that you are there as a guest.
Cool. I was literally about to be like, should I grab the loot? Should I start playing?
Grab the loot. Grab the loot.
You absolutely can if you want.
You know what? I'm going to do a performance check.
Yeah, turn it up. We want a fast
Go
song.
for it. Play Wonderwall.
Okay, let me just double check my dirty 20.
Work.
So, I am taken by watching Rayla and Amelia dance and everybody else dance, and by the very beautiful yet a little bit jaunty waltz that they're playing, and I take out my lute. And I'm going to, while I'm playing, cast Prestidigitation, which is one of my cantrips, and literally make these rainbow musical notes like float over the space as if I'm putting on a little light show as I am playing the music that they are playing. Or actually, I'm playing like a counter melody that goes really well with it. I have an ear for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm playing like a counter melody that goes with the waltz, but is from the Sealy Court. It is Fey music. So I am playing a Fey.
Amazing. Yeah, and the musicians who were hired to play this event like notice you, like, well played, fair enough. And like some of the other guests start clapping as the musical notes like drift through the air. They are eating this up.
But as I'm playing, are there people not dancing?
A few. There a lot of them, if they're not dancing, they're either waiting to greet the Duke and Duchess, or they're interacting with the other artists that are spread throughout the space. You do notice that all of the Bluethorns are gathered together and talking, just getting the parents caught up on the conversation that the kids were having.
I was about to be like, where's Lumena and where's Josue?
Yep.
And where's also Owen, Sir Owen?
Yeah. Sir Owen, you see, is currently dancing very awkwardly. You're not like logistically quite sure how this is working, but with the petite halfling woman, she has short brown hair, fair skin, emerald green gown, and the gold mouse mask, and the two of them are dancing together. And as the Bluethorns finish up their conversation, you see the two girls go off and begin dancing together, and Lumena and Josue also join the dance floor. And Sendid's kind of just, he's still scribbling in his notes.
Question, does my prestidigitation and performance gain the attention of the Duke or Duchess?
Yes, the Duchess absolutely notices, and she joins along with the clapping. She is also so pleased that there is so much like magic and artistry and kind of joy being spread throughout the space.
I would like to make my way through the crowd as they are dancing and finish the song and therefore the spell in a bow to the Duchess.
And again, she applauds, grabs your hands, like, thank you so much for sharing your gift with us. You were here as a guest, it was not required, but it does mean a lot to me. Thank you.
Thank you for providing such amazing libations.
It's the least we can do. It is, after all, a week of celebration.
Yes, Festi de Lard.
Yes, it's okay. I understand you're not from our area. You can. It's the Festival of Artists. You don't have to call it by its formal name.
Not really good with that, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's all right.
And I also will turn to the Duke and go, and thank you for having us within your home as well. It's an honor to have been invited. I am not used to being outside of the Sealy Court when it comes to royals, so it's very wonderful to be in your presence.
Of course. It's her event, her home. And he grabs her hand. I'm just honored that she chose me.
I want to roll perception.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Marin doesn't trust very well in general. For many a reason. And given how much everyone's like, we don't really know what the Duke's ish is, but we all are like, I feel like I'm this close now and I'm watching him grab her hand. I would just like to roll to see if I notice like any kind of like facial sharpening, a frowning of the lips, any kind of body language, tone of voice.
Okay, so that would be insight that you're looking for.
I appreciate that. I
Mm-hmm.
would like to roll for insight.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, so nothing really seems suspicious. You do, however, get the sense that her kindness almost feels rehearsed. She's practiced this line before of thanking people for their, to put it more casually, for their addition to the vibe. And while some of it is earnest, you get the feeling that they're both studying you. Not quite sure why, but you've gathered their attention. You also fascinate them. And you also notice within yourself that there's this desire to continue to please them in you. Making them feel happy made you feel good. And you need to feel that again. Whatever means necessary.
Okay. Jay and therefore Marin is very uncomfortable by this mixture of vibes because there's a part of me that definitely feels this pull to want to please them, and then another part of me is like, you just got an invitation to a party, dude. Why do you want to like this is an overcoming want to please. And Marin, by the way, the calm emotions has essentially worn off at this point. It's about a minute or so of play. So that's gone. They're both looking at me. My heart is quickening, and I am slowly changing as I back up and go, thank you, thank you. I am slowly changing into the little, into very similar to the mouse woman.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's not an actual mouse woman, but I can just remember the mouse mask and being very petite.
Yeah.
But I am slowly turning into a very androgynous version of that kind of form. Very petite, very, just getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm backing away from them and going, thank you. And trying my best to find my friend, my comrades.
Yeah, of course.
I hesitate to use the word friend. It's a little too soon for it to be friends, but acquaintances. I am gonna find Rayla and Amelie. Guys, I just met the Duke and Duchess, and they don't make fun of the accent. My accent has to change with my form, Gabby.
I didn't say anything. I was loving it.
It's a great It's a good accent.
I was impressed, and I was like, God, do I have to give the actual person that accent? I don't think I can do that one. No judgment, just appreciation.
Man, you look different.
Oh, yes, that is, changeling, you know.
Oh, I might have something, and she goes in her purse and she takes out 2 vials.
No. This is part of who I am, so don't really need anything to fix it. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Not a sin, not an issue, just who I am.
Oh, you were talking to the Duchess.
Yes. They are. They're a lot. They're a lot. They have like an energy about them that is very consuming. You know? Anyway, I was just thinking, like, maybe there are ways in which we can liven up the vibe even more and really make this party. Wait, why do I want to do
that? You were playing beautifully. It's in your nature to want to liven things up, or is this something else? Can I sense that something's different about Marin? Can I roll for that or no?
Jay, that's up to you.
Yeah, you can roll for whatever Gabby tells you to roll for.
All right, I want to know. Yeah, go ahead.
So the insight.
What do I? It's my first roll ever, friends. I'm so excited. What do I use? A 20?
Yeah, you use your d20 and then you add your insight modifier, which I can have that pulled up so I can help you.
Insight modifier. I haven't.
So you actually don't have any modifier for insight. So just whatever you roll is what you roll, because that's a +0.
Oh, okay. Wait, I just want to say. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm +0 on insight. Cool. That's totally fine. All right.
It's all right.
But it was a 20.
Oh, okay.
Yay! All right, so I'm a pretty good talker. That's in my trade. I need to be a good talker to sell my goods, to sell my wares. So I like Marin. I know we don't know each other very well, but you seem off, not just like physically, but like I don't know, something going on here.
Sorry. Spell wearing off.
A spell?
I slowly change back into myself. Yeah, I cast calm emotions earlier for me and Amelie because there was just a lot of conversation about, people disappearing, and my entire family. Long story, don't want to talk about it. Anyway, spell's wearing off, and now everything's coming back all at once. And I met the Duke and Duchess, and she was very nice, and he was the Duke, but it just there's like a part of me that wants to do more, like that I just want, like, well, we are guests at their party. I want to make sure the party is the best for them. Like, I just want them to be happy. I want to do whatever I can to serve. I don't serve. That is not what I do. But what? Huh? What? Huh?
And as you're having this conversation, Katarina Bluethorn walks up and she's like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. Have any of you seen Sunid recently? Like in the last 5 minutes or so, by any chance?"
No.
Okay.
Taking notes or something by
Taking notes?
Yeah, I checked at our table and he wasn't there. His notebook was still on the table, and I don't know, just
check the bathroom.
I can't. Boys' bathroom. I wouldn't want to go in there.
I'm seeing this crowd of people I know gather, so I sort of run up and I go, "Oh, how's everything going? Did anyone need anything?"
You haven't happened to have seen Sened, you know, the blonde, really annoying looking one.
Oh wow.
Absolute dork tendencies.
Sorry to clarify, because I'm forgetting this is his sister, not his mother, correct?
Yes, this is his sister.
Okay, incredible. I was like, oh.
Though I don't think
wow.
his mom would have said much different.
Oh,
They
wow.
all lovingly rib on him.
Just
Incredible. Gabby, have I seen Senate?
Last you saw, he was scribbling in his notebook, but the notebook is where he was, and he's not there anymore.
So I immediately go. I'm like, oh, did you check the bathroom?
That's what I said.
See, I would have, but the concept of a boy's bathroom disgusts me. I already live with a boy. I know what the bathrooms can be like.
Oh,
Give
but
me
this is
1 second, and I run to the boys' bathroom to see if he's in there.
Can Rayla go to the table with the notebook?
Mhm.
Can she pick up the notebook and open it up and see
Yeah,
if there's anything
absolutely.
inside?
Yeah,
I do an investigation.
nothing looks
okay.
super. Yeah, no, there's not much about
Nothing in there.
it. Nothing really. Yeah,
There's no
It's
little
just
like drawing.
notes from y'all's conversations.
Just taking notes on us. You didn't even spell
And
my
just
right.
in big letters at the top is like, to tell the friends at the house. And then there's little doodles of a very tall, it's all stick figures, so it's kind of hard to tell what race they all are, but it's one very tall figure in a like almost clown costume juggling. And then there's a shorter figure who you assume is him because he's holding his arms up like this, and the little thought bubble says, "I'm so cool."
I show it to everyone. It said, "Artist."
Hey, it's the Festival of Artists.
That's it. Maybe he's with the other artists. Do we go check with the artists? Maybe they've seen him.
Did I find anything in the boys' bathroom real fast?
So, not
You did?
not in the bathroom, but as soon as you step out into the main hall, you see his silver mask that was shaped to look like a raven is on the floor.
No!
I run back with the mask, and I'm like, this is his mask, right?
Yeah. Where did you find that?
It was in the main hall. It was just on the floor.
Oh,
Is
You wouldn't
anyone
have done that.
concerned about the fact that the guy who talked about disappearing earlier
is the one who disappeared.
has essentially disappeared?
But now you're talking about disappearing.
Nobody else talked about disappearing.
No!
Okay. Next day on the disappearing A.
And you can see she's now frantically looking around. This is exactly why we were telling him not to talk about it.
Here, drink this, and I hand a little potion. It'll calm you down for a little bit.
You can do that too.
And she chugs it like a shot of fireball, just knocks it back.
And Rayla is wowed, because that is pretty disgusting tasting, but takes the little vial back and go, it'll help.
I'm gonna go tell my parents. God, oh God.
We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find it.
Yes.
We'll find it.
I know I'm mean to him, but he's my only brother.
Oh.
She's so freaked out
Oh.
that her only brother is now gone. No sign of where he went.
It's a big castle. I get lost here all the time. The chef has had to find me multiple times. It's amazing I haven't been found.
Are there other places that we can search? Like, are there other doors other than the one that we came in?
I mean,
Is the lady in the fox mask still in the room?
yes.
Okay, sorry.
Is any
Yes,
of the
she is.
Has any of the figures that you mentioned at the very start even if we didn't get to meet them yet, had any of them also left the room?
No, they are all still present.
And there's only one entrance in and out.
So there is the big main entrance that you all came through.
Okay.
There is the passage into the servants' quarters, which Melvin is the entrance that
Okay.
you came from. And there are the doors that lead off to the balcony. Those are the only ones that are immediately noticeable in the space.
Okay, thank you.
Is there? Can we see what the last passage that they were that Senna was working on was?
Yeah. So essentially what is written is it says ask Sunny about their family.
Oh.
Talk to Marina about the changeling. Tell Grunk about the changeling. And then as like almost a side bullet point, it's like also ask Grunk to teach you how to juggle.
Oh.
Maybe eventually he'll say yes. It says update Brick about castle security measures. It's all of the things, and you see like each of these bullet points about the different people that he says he wants to talk to have arrows connected to the various stick figures at the top of his page. And Katerina sees you looking at this and she's like, oh god, those are... We've had, as I think has been mentioned, a lot going on this past like week and a half. These are all people that have come into our lives and decided to help us with what we suspect is going on in the city. Senate helps keep them all up to date on everything that's going on. These are all, just to speak above the table, all notes that Senate has made about what he's going to inform the other characters about when he meets back up with them from the past episodes.
Did he?
Oh, okay. So these characters aren't in the room?
No.
Noted. Oh.
But this is all information that he was hoping to report back to all of them. They all seem to be investigating this same thing. They've created this kind of in-house team of experts and adventurers.
Can I ask the sister, did he mention, the last thing he wrote about was castle security measures. Did he say anything about trying to look into that? Or, I mean, it seems like an odd thing to... I imagine someone looking into that might draw some eyes suddenly.
Yeah, I mean, our family friend, Brick, he's all into that kind of stuff, like security, and we know that the family has a bunch of other events coming up soon, and so we just wanted to Brick wanted to get an idea of like what the layout was, what the security detail is, how difficult it might be to come in during one of those events and investigate things.
A lot of subtext there that is probably not the most depressing thing for me to find out about right now, but noted. really want to know. Melon's like, okay, these guys are up to so many things.
Yeah, there's so much. He does make sure to mention, though, actually someone that our uncle hired to get a message across to us, Catless, I believe his name was, their name was, they went missing. We think they might be here. That's why we didn't say anything sooner. Today was just supposed to be about getting information about the castle and the setup, and this was supposed to be information finding, not searching for a fairy.
Gabby, if someone was looking into castle security, just to be clear, they're talking about. This is me being nervous that I'm misunderstanding something that I know I haven't, but I'm neurotic.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
We're talking about the castle we're currently in, right? Not their family castle.
Yes.
Right. Incredible.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, they have a manor. It's
incredible.
Theirs is not as big of a deal.
If someone was looking into castle security and wanted to give someone an update, what are the like main hotspots in the castle? Like, are there barracks? Are there what do I know is in the building that I might be like, okay, we can check there. Specifically, that might be connected to that hallway we found as Maskin.
Yeah. So, you did notice that there was the castle has a wall surrounding it. There's a wall around the city, and there's also a wall around the castle with a big gate, and that's where pretty much everything comes and goes from, unless it's coming directly from the docks. That has a separate entrance. There were you couldn't tell if they were security guards or just servants, but there are individuals stationed at almost every entrance, just keeping an eye on things. In the main hall, it's pretty empty. There are the two individuals who are at the door who opened the door for you as you were entering into the building. There are the ones that are at the main entrance into the ballroom itself, and then there are just two more kind of milling around to help people, like, if they need to find the bathrooms, they will help escort them so that they don't get lost in the castle.
Okay. So there's not necessarily like a main hub of guarding, except for that.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any? Sorry, this is my last question. I know I've been
No,
talking.
you're good. You're good.
Is there
no,
any,
you're good.
We found him in the. We found that mask. I found that mask in the main hall, right?
Yes.
What is connected to the main hall besides the ballroom? I assume.
So it leads off to literally the rest of the castle.
Right. Okay.
It's the one point where it leads to absolutely everything. Like, all roads lead to Rome. All hallways lead to this one.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm sort of relaying this information to the group as best I can about like what I know is here. Is there anywhere we want to? I mean, I feel like we should just go try to. I mean, how much do we have access? How much do I have access to as a servant? How much do they have access to as guests? I should ask.
So, Melvin, you definitely have a lot more ease of access than they do. Especially because you can excuse absolutely anything as, the head chef asked this. Asked me to go do this thing. Like, you have the built-in excuse to be pretty much anywhere. There are very few places that you would not be able to access.
Okay.
With your particular position in the building. For everyone else, it would maybe be a little more suspicious if they were somewhere outside of the main happenings of the event.
So I turn to the group and I ask, like, where do we want to check? Do we want to? I mean, someone can go around the room and ask, like, if anyone else has seen him. We have a few. It seems like we have a few people who know.
I've been wanting to possibly talk with the gaunt-looking man over there. Seems a little suspicious as soon as we walked in, but this is high stakes now. All I wanted to do was sell my wares.
So, do you want to walk over to the man?
Yeah. I thought Marin was saying something. I didn't hear. No. Anybody else want to come with me, or I could go by myself?
I'll go with.
All right. Okay, so
I'm holding like another thing and just walking by you.
Amazing. And I had one to Amelie, and one to Marin. All right. So we're gonna go over there. Where are you two thinking of going, or do?
Amelie, what would you like to do?
I don't know.
We could. Maybe we could talk to one of the artists, see if they, the painter or the probably the painter, because they have to have a good sense of looking at the space.
Yeah, they could have seen something.
They may have observed something. So, do you want to go talk to the painter?
Let's talk to the painter.
Okay, we're gonna go talk to the painter.
All right. So we're gonna start with Rayla and the Gaunt Man, and then we'll move on to and Mellerin as well, and then we'll move on to Marin and Amelie and the painter. So you approach this Gaunt Man. He's human, gray hair, wearing a deep green ensemble with this gold snake-like mask. It's encrusted with emeralds, really fancy. He made sure to bring his best to the function.
A game right there.
Mm.
Oh, Rayla takes a deep inhale in because she realizes this is a human she's gonna have to speak to. Melrin, do you want to I don't know, maybe cause a scene and then that way I can get in there without having to actually get in there?
Cause a scene, and immediately I turn to say, "What do you mean by a scene?" And as I do, I trip and cocktail weenies go everywhere.
And I rush on over and I go, "Oh, so sorry, he's new on the job.
New on the job.
New on the job. You
New on
know."
the job.
And you just hear from the servants all like, "What the fuck?" The head chef heard it all and assumed it was you.
That was Toby.
And we take a lot of napkins and we start I don't know, patting him down because I'm sure he was also drinking something.
Mm-hmm.
I go, Raylan Ferroclaw here. Looks like you may need a potion to get some of that stuff out of your shirt that this one dropped on you.
Covered in mustard.
Yeah.
Lord Laurent Dumas. Hi. Yes, I guess I will accept your assistance. Honey mustard, really?
Ooh.
We
Delicious.
also have jelly mustard if you'd prefer.
No, I just think it's interesting that the Duchess would have chose that instead of Dijon. Anyways, that's not relevant.
It seems like, and she's talking as she takes out a spray bottle that has this stuff in it, starts spraying that just starts to dissolve all the honey mustard and whatever else is on. Sounds like you and the Duchess are really, you're connected. I'd love the chance to talk with her, show her some of my wares.
Oh, well, she is fascinating of a person. Absolutely brilliant individual. She's visionary. Well, with true power, you would be wise to align yourself with her.
We've been hearing that she's been a visionary. Heard that from Marin. And are you a left-hand person to the Duchess? What are your? I'm so sorry. I'm new to town.
No.
I'm just bringing my wares in.
No, it's kind of alright. I'm just a member of the ton, I guess we would call it. Just a member of the nobility. No real deep connection with her, but I don't know. I think her parents were right to trust her with the title after their passing. Could have gone to her brother, but he's absolute idiot.
Brother, and looks around the room. Is her brother here tonight?
No. He's been living in Tavira, the capital, for I want to say
5 years.
I'd say closer to 7 or 8.
Okay.
It was about the time that she married the Duke when he left. He still comes to visit from time to time, but the visits are always a bit tense.
tense. And she's like patting down and throwing it to Melrin. Do you have any more napkins? Okay, great.
I'm catching them like a football.
Go long. Tense, you say? How so? Why?
He doesn't necessarily agree with her vision. He's also not the biggest fan of the Duke, if we're being quite honest, which I understand. He's just her pet. The youthful glow is astounding. I've always meant to ask him about his skincare routine. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Oh,
Looks so young for his age. Brilliant.
and how old is he?
Ooh, I think he's well into his 60s.
Could have passed 31 in my eyes.
I know.
You know what? I should talk to him about his skincare. He might be interested in some things that I have, more all natural.
Well, if he agrees, you let me know, because I'll have what he's having.
You got it. And turns to Melrin and go, anything else?
Gabby, when he was talking about like, oh, she's a visionary, did I catch the same vibe as the fox mask lady? She had this like intense devotion. Was it the same level?
No,
Okay.
not even relatively.
So this
It's just like it is more of a passive admiration.
sure. So where the fox mask lady seemed addictive, this seems more like, oh, she's cool, and I respect.
Yeah, it's like,
her.
oh yeah, she's sick. Love her.
Great.
Where she's like, I love her.
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference with the vibes there.
Mary, can you do the vibes again?
So he's like, oh yeah, sick. Love her. And
Okay.
I love her.
Okay, got it.
Thank you. That helped
Beautiful.
clarify it.
Yeah.
You doing it a second time was what really cemented it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the shaking of the table, because I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eyes.
I guess I'm sort of whispering. I'm like, I don't know if cause you're not a servant. I'm a servant. I can't really ask him, but like, what is she doing that he admires so much? Like, what's
Got it.
like, yeah, like, and maybe what his trait is, like, why he's here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like frantically wiping up mustard.
Yeah, 2 more quick questions, and I know I definitely need to go to the bathroom at some point. So she pops
No, we can take a
one
break after
last-
this interaction.
Real quick before we go, 1, do you want to buy my wares? 2, what is it about the Duchess that like draws you to her? And what exactly do you do? She says it more eloquently.
Yeah, no. Absolutely valid questions. I inherited the title of Lord from my family. So I kind of just, my job is be rich.
Don't we all want that job?
Yes, it's a very nice one. Nice work if you can get it. Jay, I thought you would like that one. Thanks for catching my joke. Sorry, Sam, what were you saying?
I just said high fantasy Paris Hilton.
Yeah. Yeah. He has the equivalent of a British Valley Girl accent. I don't know what that would sound like, but that's what's in my head now. So I'm making that real. But the Duchess has really supported the local arts community here, and that's kind of what this city has always been about, but she's really fostered that environment, and I think it's done wonders. I mean, tourism is way up, which is amazing for my family. We own a bunch of local inns and taverns. I'm gonna lean into it. You mentioned Paris Hilton. I'm leaning into that now. That is who this man is.
Incredible.
I would love to at some point, outside of this, maybe you want to purchase some of my wares to put in your inns.
I would definitely be. I'm open to that conversation.
Would love it.
The tiny soaps and little hand lotions.
Yes. That
With
would
just
be
like
brilliant.
little paw prints on them, little claws.
That would. We'll talk.
please, please. And I hand you my, I have on my necklace all these teeth, and they have my my name and my how to get a hold of me. So I take one off and I give it to you. It's my calling card. Thorough Claw.
You are a fascinating individual.
Well, I try. And
And
she
he sticks it in his pocket, and he goes for a handshake. It's been a pleasure.
Splendid, splendid. Yep.
Despite the mustard. Not your fault, by the way. It's okay. It's all right. You tripped. It happens.
Oh, she's a nice person. All right, all right. Well, we got some information, I suppose. Yep.
And with that, we can take a bio break. All right. We ready to jump back into it? Amazing.
Okay. So, Amelie. I know I said we were going to go see the artist. No artist, no crap. Okay? Thinking.
What should we do?
I'm thinking maybe we should talk to one of the guards.
You think they'll talk to us?
They will, if... Can I see one of these guards?
Mm-hmm.
I transform into one of the guards.
And so you do.
Brilliant.
I can't argue with it. You're a changeling. It's your whole gig.
Okay. Are you ready to go talk to a guard?
Let's do this.
Just to be clear, Marin, are you still in the dress? Just to clarify.
Yes, I am, because my accessories and my clothing do not change with me.
Amazing.
So, boys, whose bright idea was it put this in my chambers?
I'm so sorry. We meant to put that in Jim's gear. Because he was supposed to be off duty tonight, so it wouldn't have... I'm so sorry. We will never make that mistake again.
I will tell the captain.
Please don't.
Now, I have a distressing distressful distress that I need help with. I have a friend here, Amelie, right?
Yes.
Amelie is a guest.
Amelie's trying to look really tough right now.
Amelie is just a guest at the party, correct?
I am Amelie, and I am just a guest at this party.
Love that.
Understood.
Amelie had a friend here who seems to have gone missing, and I just wanted to see if you happened to see anything.
What do you look like?
He was one of the Bluethorn clan.
Oh, the little kind of looks like a twink.
He looks more like a twunk.
Yeah, agree to disagree. Yeah, he stepped out into the main hallway a few minutes ago. Oh, was it a few minutes ago? Maybe 10. They start counting on their fingers.
He slipped out into the main hall.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, he hasn't come back since. Maybe he went home? Did you try looking in the bathroom?
That was the first place I checked. I'm sorry I'm eating things like it. This guy keeps bringing it over to me.
Damn. Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Not as good as the chicken, but there's a weird hot lady that keeps eating all the chicken.
Yeah, I've noticed her. Man, she can eat. I'm impressed.
Amelie, do you want to
I kind of admire her.
quickly take a look out into the hall and see if you see anything?
Gabby, can I see anything?
Roll me an investigation check.
So do I roll a 20-sided die?
Yeah.
Got my digital one here. 7.
Okay. Marin, did you also want to roll? Or no?
Amelie, do you have an investigation modifier?
Gabby, do I?
No. Yeah, because you're, yeah, that would be based off of your intelligence, which the modifier for your intelligence for you is 0. So,
Okay, I'm gonna also.
unfortunately.
Not any better. 10.
Y'all don't see shit.
Love that. Okay, well, we know that he stepped out into the hall, so I appreciate if you guys can keep a lookout for him. My friend is just very distressed.
Sorry, I wish I had more information for you.
So, yeah. Keep up the good work. I'm gonna go guard on the other side of the guarding posts of the ball. Guard.
Can Rayla kind of notice Marin and Amelie out there and be like, all right, well, I'll pretend to have to go to the bathroom, and then can I do an insight check or an investigation check or whatever they try to do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So I stroll out there. I'm like, ooh, does anybody know where the bathroom is? No?
Yeah.
Can I run up and be like, oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I just want to give the help action in some ways, essentially.
Yeah.
I'll help you find the bathroom. And I guess to help you perceive things, I'm like pointing out odd corners and like maybe over there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And the guards are like,
action means that you had advantage on the roll, sorry.
She's with a member of the staff. She's got it. We're good.
Great.
So that they aren't gonna bother you guys.
I'm like looking around, still trying to find the bathroom. Can I roll for what did they do?
Yeah, so it's investigation, and because you are being helped by Melvin, you can roll with advantage. So you roll twice and take the higher of the 2 numbers.
And it's a 20 that I'm rolling?
It sure is. Yep.
Okay, here we go. A 5!
Okay, roll it again.
Okay.
Then take
hope
the
that it's higher.
Oh.
A 12.
Okay.
Better.
And let's take a look. You have +2 to investigation.
14!
So that is a 14, which is exactly what you needed. Woo! Like,
All right.
on the dot. So
Awesome.
you're looking around and you notice that it's quite subtle. In one of the side hallways, there's like long runners, like long carpets. And on the one corner that leads into this hallway, the corner of the rug is like flipped over. It's been disturbed recently.
Amazing. I feel like I would not be allowed down that hallway without like getting somebody's like attention. So Marin or Melrin.
Oh, my lady, you needed the private place to change? Let us move forward and we will bring you to a private room where you can do that. I say that so loudly, and then we sort of just start moving down the hallway to that.
We will go guard them. Guard.
Oh, we have a guarded escort!
Thank you. I need to change before I have my conversation with the Duchess.
Of course!
No, I understand, but dude, where's your uniform? Looking directly at Marin. What happened?
The other guards played a trick on me and took away my uniform and only left me this. So,
Joey!
Joey, you gotta hate
You
Joey.
gotta stop pulling pranks during events, dude!
It was supposed to be Marcus, but they did it to me.
You know what? Having that happen to Marcus actually would have been really funny.
Yeah, that Marcus dude, he's a Marcus.
He's just
He's just
he's so
Marcus.
funny to pull pranks on because he always gets so flustered.
Would
Oh,
almost
what a guy.
have to turn
His
to
lack
Marcus
of
and go,
social
Holland Beck, Marcus. You know, that's
his lack of social capability makes him an easy target for ridicule.
Hey, you said it, not us, dude. And they go until they give you a fist bump. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh,
He gets it. This guy gets it. He's funny. I like him.
he fist bumped me with a metal glove.
Sometimes I feel like that, my guy.
So,
Oh, you did it!
hallway.
Oh wait,
hallway.
Off you go.
two of my ladies' dressing chambers.
Have fun, kids. They let you go.
We reach the carpet, I assume. Can we look around and see what's going on?
I'm Marin again, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so as you follow the trail, Melvin, this is actually a relatively familiar passage for you. This is one of the servants' passages leading away from the ballroom. And as you're walking, trying to figure out, like, what happened? Could this be our little guy? You notice a door that doesn't normally
Exit.
arouse any suspicion.
You notice the door that
But
doesn't...
now it's being guarded by two people in masks.
Do I know what's usually behind that door?
No, it's not really a room of note that you know of. You've never had a reason to go in there.
I walk into the guards and I say, "Hey, my friend here," I point to Rayla, very important guest of the Duchess. She actually needs to change in preparation for her meeting with the Duchess. And I'm just wondering if there's any way we could use this room. I think it's usually not a very important room. It's like a supply closet, right?
So, yes, but access to this room has been limited by the Duke and Duchess for the evening.
Oh no!
She can use the room down there.
Of course. Thank you so much. It's just why, out of curiosity.
Above our pay grade, we weren't told.
Oh. Huh.
Can I?
Do you not know who I am? I need to dress in here. The dress that, and I point to Amelie, my seamstress has made. She has left it in this room. I need to go in there before I speak with the Duchess.
Her dress is in there.
roll a deception check.
I've given help action by being
Absolutely,
like, her dress is in there.
Yes.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Deception.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, okay, wait. Oh, cool. I have none. But what? So, okay. All right. 14.
You're rolling with advantage though, so you can roll again.
Okay.
I've given the help action once again.
Okay. Thank you for the help. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh my god.
13. We're going with that 14.
Yep, we're gonna stick with the 14. Alright. Oh, I'm so sorry, we didn't realize, yeah, just make it quick.
Thank you.
They step aside and let you in.
Guys, I'm so glad that worked because I was this close to turning into the Duchess, and I was just bad.
Ooh.
And as the door shuts behind you,
And all four of us are in here?
all 6 of you.
Oh no, I did not just say that out loud. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
No, don't say roll for initiative. Do not say roll for initiative.
Say it.
Okay, I won't say it, but you still have to do it.
Thanks.
So everybody roll a d20.
And then add your dexterity modifier.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I can do this. Give me a second. I want to figure this out.
I believe in you.
Dexterity.
I'm a 13.
Oh, is it +1 for my dexterity modifier? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I got 19 plus 120.
Ooh.
I got 18 in totality.
Amazing.
I rolled 16 plus my 2 on dexterity, so 18.
Ooh, I'm rolling good.
Alright.
Honestly, it's
Yeah, y'all
it's good that
killed
I
it.
because I'm not the most I don't have the most combative spells, so I'm good to pick up the rear.
And what is Matza gonna be doing?
Matza rolling.
Matza roll.
Matza's my hellhound. That can call. So
Love.
Amazing.
Love.
Marin cast Find Familiar.
Yeah.
I actually do have animal friendship, so I could cast.
Love.
Alright, so. Sorry, I'm just gonna write down, because I don't have your names put into the system. So I'm just gonna write down who is what, so I know.
Just thinking about the last combat we had, and how easily you guys took me down.
And how easily what?
Sorry, the last time we
We essentially heckled Jay's villain to death.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not dead yet. I am very close to that.
I'm not dead yet.
He is not dead yet. No need to go to bed. He is not dead yet.
I used Mrs. Mockery as the hag in that. For spoiler alert. And you try to do the French taunting Arthur situation, and they heckled me even more because of it. So
Yeah,
it was great. Anyway,
The French deserve to be heckled.
it was ridiculous.
anyway,
Alright, so
who are we in the room with?
Yeah.
So the two, what you thought were guards, remove their helmets
Oh, mother.
and reveal what appear to be robes that may or may not be associated with a certain cult.
How hot are they? Scale of 1 to 10.
Ooh,
Roll a d10.
we're gonna roll for it. We're rolling for it. How hot are the cultists? Ooh, one is butt ugly.
Uh-oh.
I mean, there's an ass for every seat. They're not ugly to someone.
The other, pretty fine.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, let's see if the bard can seduce them. Anyway. No, baby. Stay with me.
All right, but it is, Rayla's. So you have the first action.
Great. So,
yeah.
I'm a barbarian.
Mm-hmm. You sure are.
I sure am. I feel like I should. Is rage a bonus action?
It is.
Should I do that first?
I would recommend it. Yeah.
Okay, then I rage, and just my ears just twitch, and then they go, and they just like whoosh. I don't know. That's what I do. That's how I rage.
Missing. Incredible. All right, are you gonna attack?
Of course, I'm gonna attack, but I don't know. Okay, so I have unarmed strike. What exactly? If you can just give me quick, what does that mean?
Absolutely decking them.
Like with my fist or with something that I'm holding?
So it's unarmed, so it's just.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. And then claws are with my claws. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna use my beautiful claws. Do I roll a d20 for that?
Yep. And
Yeah,
then
and
you'll add your +4 to hit.
To the 20?
Yes.
Okay, so 12, 16. So that was
Yeah, that hits.
okay.
So you're gonna
And
roll for damage,
yeah.
which is a D4, which is one of these little guys.
Wait, show that to me again. Sorry, show this to me again.
It's the little pyramid.
Pyramid. I don't know if I have a pyramid. I have a diamond.
Okay, that was a D8.
Yeah, this another one. No, I don't think.
Yeah, that was a D10.
Yeah, I could do an 8 and just divide.
Sure.
Okay, so D8. Wait, let me do that again because it kind of rolled. Okay, it's on the floor. Okay. A 1. I fail.
It's okay. No, because you also have +2 to that, so that you actually did 3 points of damage, which is better than nothing at all.
Yes, so it must be because, I've eaten so much tonight that when I strike at the closest one to me, I catch them, but not at my, at most.
Yeah, you're very full.
I'm very full. Those, they were so good.
Yeah, the food coma is calling to you.
It's very much so. And do I get anything for raging or no? It's just...
You know what? I am suddenly forgetting all rage mechanics. Let me double check on that.
Advantage on the attack and then something else, but I am blanking on it actually.
Yeah, that's why I want to double check.
Half when somebody...
I have never played a barbarian. The closest I get is when I am taking my turns as Karlach in Baldur's Gate. I'm currently in my 5th playthrough. It is unhealthy.
Nah, you enjoy it.
Rage. In battle, you fight with primal ferocity. On your turn, you can enter rage as a bonus action while raging in the following benefits. You advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a +2 bonus to the damage roll. So you did 5.
Okay, so yeah. Okay.
And your resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So basically, anyone that tries to physically attack you will do half damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't cast spells, and it lasts for a minute.
The rage lasts for a minute. So is that one full
That's
round?
10 turns.
10
turns.
rounds. Yeah, each round is 6 seconds of in-game time.
Theoretically, we're all
you guys
moving at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a real fight. It's not like, oh, it's my turn, I'm gonna hit you.
Right.
It's like a real fight. So
okay.
Time is a little slowed down for our purposes, but everything's all happening at the same time for them.
Cool. So I had a 1.
And then +2 from your strength, and then +2 from being
2 from being raged. So you did 5 damage to him.
Love it.
Which I've already marked off of our first cultist.
Cool. All right, and I'm done.
And yeah, if anyone attacks you, remember you're taking half damage from basically any physical weapon attacks.
Yeah, I will try to
exceptions.
remember. I do also want you to remember because I have ADHD and I might forget.
You got a lot of things on your brain. Absolutely. All right, cool. My turn is done.
All right. So Sam and Lizzie, y'all tied for initiative. So I'm going to just double check what your exact modifiers are, and we'll do just based off of who has the highest modifier.
Mine's +1, so it's probably the lowest.
Nope. I think you guys... Oh, no. Yeah. No, it is. I lied. I'm getting everyone's character sheets mixed up. So, Lizzie, you go first, and then Sam, you go right after. Yeah, Amelie, and then Mallorin. Lizzie, you are still muted, my love.
That's so embarrassing. I'm gonna need
it's okay.
a lot of help walking through.
We got you. We got you. All right.
Are you a sorcerer?
Yes.
I think yes. Yes,
Yep.
but
Storm.
yes.
Storm sorcerer. All right. Yeah. So you have a few spells that you could use. You also have daggers that you could use as well.
So what should I start with? Do I get to choose?
Is it helpful for me to be helpful, or is that just annoying, Gabby?
No, absolutely. Be helpful. I appreciate it.
I just love sorcerers. I play them a lot. So you I'm guessing you either have Ray of Frost or Flame Bolt as cantrips, which are going to be probably your go-to attacks generally.
She has for cantrips Dancing Lights, Firebolt, Ray of Frost, and Shocking Grasp.
Firebolt or Shocking Grasp are going to be your go-tos. Firebolt lets you create some distance because it can go for far away. Shocking Grasp, you had to be within ding. But since you're a Storm Sorcerer, you do extra lightning and thunder damage, so Shocking Grasp may be better. I'm not sure at level 3. Those are like your go-to, like, I'm trying to take out some like basic enemies I don't need to worry too much. Your level 1 and 2 spells, which you have, are your bigger damage things. So things like, what's level 1 and 2? I don't know what level 1 and 2 spells you have, but they'll probably do more damage across the board. Things like, what's the spell where you make things, you make a little explosion? And not Firebolt, it's the earlier level 1. Thunderous Clap or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That might be an option right now, but it would hit all of us since we're in a small room.
Gotcha.
So I'd probably go with something more targeted, like Firebolt, or if you have like a level 1 spell that just hits one person. This has been a sorceress introduction.
Thank you so much.
Which bolt would be the level 1 spell that I would probably do for that?
Say
if
that
you wanted to go higher level. If you wanted to go with one of the leveled spells, which you can only cast so many times, for the current needs of the situation, I would recommend Witch Bolt.
Gotcha.
But you can also stick with your cantrips, which you can use as many times as you want. There's no limitation on that.
Can I hit him with the Witch Bolt?
Sure. So
Do I need to roll for that?
Yes. So you would roll your d20 and then add 5.
Okay, I got a 12, and so 18.
So that's a 17, which
17.
still hits.
Still hit.
So you're gonna roll a d12, which is
D12.
this guy.
Yeah. Check out.
Does she get any extra lightning damage at this point as a Storm Cleric? Because Witch Bolt is lightning, right?
Yes.
Stuff, so I can be more helpful than just asking theoretical questions.
I got it. I got a 6.
Woo!
Okay. Work.
Not Storm. I keep saying Storm Cleric because there's also a Storm. There's a cleric.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Storm Sorcerer. Storm Sorcerer. Oh no, but you can move. You have Tempestuous.
Yeah.
So after you do any lightning damage to someone, you can fly backwards a little. So potentially, if you want to reposition yourself, right now we're in a small room, so probably not. But just keep that in mind. And also, now every turn you can, as an action, redo Witch Bolt without having to attack them. You just reroll the damage. So you did a great spell.
Which is huge.
Like covered in your lightning is like covering them now and like shocking them repeatedly.
Yes.
Okay, and you said you rolled 6 damage for that?
6, yes.
Also, Ariel, just to address your question, they would have attacked you guys no matter what.
Cool.
Yeah, no, they are cultists. They were given the order to not let you guys in. Y'all were being insistent, so they're like, you know what? We'll handle this problem quietly.
All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah. So this combat was inevitable, I fear. All right. So we did the action. Yeah, the space is small, so there's not much you can do in terms of movement, and I don't think there's much that can be done in terms of bonus actions for you. Not that I'm seeing, really, anyways.
Sorcerers don't really get those.
Yeah. So then, Melvin, it is all you, my dude.
Okay, how can I ask how we've hit the same person twice, right?
Do you want? I'll throw this question back to Amelie. Do you want to have hit the same person, or do you want to hit the other one? Because there are 2 of them.
I think I hit the same person.
Okay.
Is he looking? How can I curse? How not great is he looking?
He's looking a little messed up, but not too bad.
Great.
The hot one or the ugly one again?
Which one have you been hitting? Ugo?
I will resort to
This is a no uggos allowed party. I guarantee it.
You know what? I'll roll for it.
I actually really need
If it's 10 or higher, we hit the attractive one.
No.
It was a 15. The hot one's been hit.
No!
But he looks so good. He's like covered in blood. He looks great.
Yeah, it's like actually kind of sexy. It's like
Bruise now on the
Henry
cheek bone.
Cavill. It's like Henry Cavill after the fight scenes in The Witcher.
Okay.
He's somehow hotter.
Oh
Yeah.
no. What does that say about us? Okay, and then I'm assuming I don't have my gear on me. Sorry, I'm asking too many questions, but I just want to double check things.
You can have some of your gear on you if you want.
Okay. I definitely
I'll
would
let you, because you know your character better than I do. So whatever you think Melrin would have done to prepare for tonight, I'll let happen.
Can I use the tray as a shield?
Absolutely.
Incredible.
I'm all for improvised weaponry.
And then can I rip off like a table leg or something and use that as my mace?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
I
I don't
will
even
allow
use those
it.
things right now, except for I want the AC, but I don't necessarily want to hit anyone with the mace. I just really want that vibe.
Yeah, no, that's so valid.
So I'm
I
ready
100% support
ready
it.
to attack. I'm going to let's see. Oh god, I'm forgetting my spells. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon,
Hell yeah.
bonus action, and summon like another mace in the area to club people with.
Absolutely.
And I'll attack with that in a second. And then what do I want to do with my main action? Oh god. I'm going. I'll go in with a hit. I'll go with 2 hits. So I'm gonna hit the same guy we've been clubbing on with a spiritual weapon and with my chair leg mace.
Absolutely.
So with the I believe that's a D12. And it's just plus my spell proficiency. So plus 7. I got a 15. Does that hit?
It does.
Yay! Okay, and then with my regular mace, which I get. Wait, I get plus 5 to. No, plus 4 to. I got a 14. Does that hit?
It does.
Yay! Okay, so a D6 and a D12 plus 2. Right. Too many screens. Oh no, it's a plus 3. Oh, okay. So I got a 15 on both of those actually, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a D12.
But still hit.
Okay, a D12 and a D6. 10, 11, plus 3, 14.
Oof, jeez.
So I come in and just club him upside the head with this chair leg.
God damn. He is waiting. He's in
And
pain.
I will end my turn.
Amazing. All right, Marin.
How's Uggo doing?
Uggo has not been touched.
Good. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Of course. Go for it.
So wait. I'm pretty sure they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And that is a 18.
I don't like this game anymore. Okay, well, I turn to this guy. I grab my loot, strum a chord, and I go, U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Yeah, you ugly. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that you were ugly. I just needed to cast Vicious Mockery. I'm sorry. But, yeah!
It's okay. I'm used to it. It's not that the insult was bad. It's that he's used to getting ribbed on by the other cultists.
All the cultists call me ugly. That's so sad as a thought.
Well,
Anything else?
I'm gonna back up to the corner of the room.
Mhm.
And I am going to cast Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, who are you giving inspiration to?
I'm giving Bardic Inspiration to Rayla.
Okay, amazing.
Rayla accepts gratefully.
And I believe
That is
at that level, what Bardic Inspiration is a D6?
Yes.
So, Rayla, at any point, if you feel that you are going to fail a roll, you can use your inspiration and add a D6 to that roll.
Okay, got it. Cool.
One-time use.
One-time use.
It has to be before you find out whether you failed the roll.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
So
after
if I tell you that you failed, then you
I can't use it then. Right. It
Yeah.
has to be prior. Okay, that makes sense.
you get to roll the d20 first before you decide to use it, I believe.
yes.
Wait, say that again?
You
So
can
you
roll
roll
the
the
d20 first and then be like, I'm going to add a d6.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Ah,
it has to be before I tell you if that roll would have succeeded or failed without the inspiration.
I understand. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. It is Mikhati's turn.
You still alive?
Yes.
Oh boy.
And so, as a bonus action, he is also going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
No! That's my thing.
Yes!
How dare he?
Concentration, that's why it's so good.
It's such a good spell.
It really is.
And, you know, Melvin, because you got him good, he's going to come for you
All right.
with Hack Blade.
Shoot, baby, shoot.
Ooh, that's a 23.
So that hit.
I'm sorry. And that is 8 slashing damage and 5 necrotic.
Wait, with a spiritual weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got like a special spiritual weapon?
Yeah, it's Pack Blade.
Oh, it's not spirit. It's not
Am I getting confused and doing something different?
No, you're. Maybe I'm getting confused. I was casting the cleric spell that's like thing, and then
Yeah.
Warlock, he's summoning
Yeah.
hacked weapons.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Exactly.
on the like stat block for the cultist, it calls it spiritual weapon. So
I also might have
But yeah,
called
it's
it
the
the wrong
Pack Blade.
thing. This is distinctly possible. No, it is. That's interesting. They're both.
no, yours is definitely spiritual weapon. I'm just going based off of the stat block.
Incredible.
So I'm probably the wrong one, but I'm just going based off of what my stat block says. So yes, that is what happens.
Incredible. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so I take 12. You said. Oh, I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay, so then that's
Have to 2. So I take.
10? Yes,
Okay.
and that is his turn. And I'll go. Is yeah, let's have fun with it. Marin, they look at you and they're like, "Ooh, babe, you tried," and they're gonna cast Hold Person on you.
These cultists are really slay.
They kind of are. I
They're
feel.
really girly girl. They're queening out.
So, Marin, that is a Wisdom saving throw from you that I need.
Do I get a modifier on that?
That's whatever your Wisdom saving throw is, babes.
Okay. Oh, 17.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
It does not take hold. Doesn't work. It's like, damn.
Marin has enough
Ugly
going on up
animals.
here that you can't fuck with them.
And he almost like goes to like reach in and be like, same, but then realizes like, no, we're fighting. I'm not shaking your hand. Fuck that.
You could. You don't have. We don't have to fight.
No, we have to fight. I'm sorry. That's It is what is required. And then as his bonus action, he's also gonna summon his weapon.
Okay.
And then that brings us back to Rayla.
Okay, so I'm still raging.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna do an unarmed strike to McNothotty.
Mm-hmm.
And say, "Where's my dress?" and throw it and like try and strike him. I'm gonna roll. Okay. An 11.
Does not hit. So you go to swing and punch him, and he is so invested in this conversation with Marin that's inconveniently happening right now, and just like when he goes for the handshake is when you swing, and that's what causes you to miss.
Man, I am off my game.
You would have had it.
tonight.
You would have had
I
it.
would. Ugh. Okay. All right. And that's it.
All right. All right. Amelie.
Can I try to slash him with my daggers?
Absolutely.
I want the Uggo.
You got it. Go for it.
Which one do I roll?
D20.
13.
That hits.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll damage. Which is
I roll for that?
it's a D4 again.
Is that the triangle one? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
1.
Okay, and
Plus dexterity.
yeah, so +2, so 3. Which is not bad.
Okay.
We take 3 damage in this household. Alright. And that's your turn?
That's my turn. Yeah.
Alright. Melrin, back to you.
I'm gonna swing again with the spiritual weapon that I have on Mikati. And
Yep.
then can I do something else? I feel like I should do something else. I should probably heal myself. I might cure wounds myself because that was a fair amount of damage. I'm debating.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna swing with the spiritual weapon though. Also, it's a D8 plus my spell modifier. I've realized now, not a D12. I apologize.
No, it's all good.
I got a 14.
That hits.
Yay. Okay. D8 plus 5. 9.
Alright.
How's he looking?
Ooh, rough.
All right, fuck it. Let's hit him again. I'm gonna. I'll hit him. I'll hit him with my mace again.
Mm.
13.
Yep, that hits.
All right, that is a D6 plus 3. 8.
Ooh, he's barely hanging on by a thread.
My God. You're gonna die. My God. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Marin.
Okay, we're gonna cast Crown of Madness.
Okay.
Which one is the closest to death? Mikati?
Mikati.
Mikati? Okay.
Hottie.
We're gonna cast is true. Actually, we're not gonna do that because that doesn't do much for me. We're gonna keep casting Vicious Mockery. So
Alright, bet.
I'm gonna cast it on Mikati, and I need them
Alright.
to be a Wisdom saving throw.
Alright. That's a nat 20.
Oh wait, no,
So
bad.
sorry, babes. No, y'all don't want me to roll nat 20s.
I forgot.
Did I
I'm
mention
just going with what Sam does.
that Marin isn't the most compatible player sometimes? Yeah. Still learn some new spells if Marin shows back up. But okay, I turn to Mikati and I go, damn girl, if I were you, I wouldn't be. And then I'm just like, guys, he's too pretty.
Thick
I feel too bad.
Bird?
I feel bad. I don't have it in me. Why do I have vicious mockery as a cantrip? I don't mock people. It's not what I do. I'm gonna go over to the corner again, and I go back over to the corner. And I'm just strumming my lute, going, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah.
Seeing that you got so dejected, Mikati is gonna swing at you.
Great. What do I need?
It's okay. I'll use one of my bad dice. Don't worry.
I know. It's fine.
Oh, you want me to roll with the good one?
No, I don't.
No, I'll roll with the good one. It's okay. Bitch, you are so lucky that was a 5.
Good. So he does not hit. Thank you.
Okay. So it is our other less conventionally attractive friend's turn. Who does he want to go for, though? That is the question.
Whether it is nobler in the mind, go for a lion.
But they're gonna go for the sorcerer.
Whether or not it's noble in the mind, it's certainly uglier in the face.
The hottie.
Damn.
That is the question.
Oh god, no. Okay, that one needs to go to dice jail. That also rolled a 5.
Oh, poor Amelia.
So that missed. Don't worry.
Amelia survived.
I live another day.
But Rayla, it is back to your turn. After that
Okay.
embarrassing fail by both of the cultists to do a goddamn thing. Switching out dice sets.
This reckless attack, when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you an advantage on attack rolls using strength until you start your next turn, but attacks against you have advantage during that time. So do I call that out first? Then I'm gonna reckless attack.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna reckless attack. So now, if I do claw, I want to do claws again. Do I then add my strength? Where did it go? Right? Yeah. Do I add that +2 to my roll?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. All right, so I recklessly attack. I'm gonna take out my claws again, and I'm gonna go for Mikati. Try and make him McNaughty. 8,
Alright, go for it.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Oh, right. I'm so excited. I'm so sorry. What do I roll for damage again?
It was the
So
D4.
I'm just
D4? Or, it says in my thing. Okay, hold on. Let me look.
yeah, it's a D4 plus 2, which I'm not even gonna bother because any damage would be enough to kill him. He's down.
Great. It was a 4.
Punched him
'Cause
so
he
hard he
only
died.
What?
You punched him so hard he died.
Scratched him.
Yeah, he only had 2 HP left, so literally rolling anything would have gotten him because you had 2 guaranteed.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I say,
he's
not
dead.
Yeah, I gotta get my nails done after this.
Fair.
And
Alright.
my turn's done.
Yep. So, Amelie, it's you.
Okay. Gabby, what should I do?
Let me see. So unfortunately, you did lose Witch Bolt because on your last turn you decided to attack with your daggers.
Also, he died, so.
Oh yeah, you didn't attack the second one with that. So, you could recast that at the one that's still up, or you can use one of your other spells. You can use your daggers again. It's up to you.
I'm gonna use my daggers again. I'm the one who's still
Okay.
safe.
All right, go for it.
D20, right?
Yep, and then add 4.
Okay, so 5 plus 4, 9.
That does not hit. Swing a little wide. You don't quite catch him. And Lizzie, I know you have to leave soon. I am actively trying to think of a way to get you out of combat so that you can go see Cinderella.
Do I die? Is this where I end?
No. What we can do narratively to make this work is you can go try to run and get help. And leave the combat entirely.
We'll do that. I will be back and I will bring help.
Please do.
Okay. I think.
Thanks for joining us, Lizzie.
Thank you guys so much. Live well and conquer. I know you guys can do this.
Thank you. We will find him.
Have fun. Alright. And now you're all stuck with me still.
Oh no.
I'm going to hit him in the head.
Boing.
It do be your turn.
Where's another d20? Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna hit with my mace and my spiritual mace.
Yep, go for it.
I got a naturals above 20 that I'm too lazy to do math on, and then a 13.
Valid. Yeah. 13 is the AC.
Incredible! So I'm gonna roll a d6 and a d8 and add 5 and 3, so plus 8 in total.
Mm-hmm.
9, 17.
Okay.
I think
You're
it's like
hitting
it's the thing
so
where
hard.
Sorry.
You keep hitting so hard.
Spiritual is a good spell.
It's so good.
It's like probably the best cleric spell, at least in below level 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that thing where, you know, in a cartoon where someone gets hit on the two sides of the head at the same time, like a fan.
Yep.
Whoa,
Yeah, and then the
that's
head
what's
just
happening.
rattles.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Marin, bring it on.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
You got it. With my next d20 that I hope does not betray me. Yes, that shall do. That's a 19 on the die, so
She'll do.
20, 24. No, 23,
Damn.
sorry.
Okay.
That'll do, Dice. That'll do.
I turn to Mikati and I just look at him and I look at how horribly hurt he is. And I grab my lute and I go, okay, guys, I think I have something. And I look at him and I just go, you are so beautiful.
Wait, just to clarify, you're singing this at Mikati,
He's dead as me.
the dead one?
That's even better. That's even better, though.
I mean, listen,
You played in minor, it's now a dirge.
Yeah.
I kind of, yeah. Honestly, I sing it at Mikati. You are so beautiful to me, better than your company. And I look.
That was good.
Damn,
Yeah.
that hurt emotionally. Like nothing happened, but God, damn.
It went from funny to hurtful, but nothing happened. So just gonna take my action and I'm gonna go back to my
Go back to the corners.
Sorry, I mostly am friendship. and other things that don't really help us here. So I'm vicious mockery is all I got. I'm gonna cast bardic inspiration onto Melrin though. Have fun, Melrin.
All right, but let's see. Who is he going to attack? Oh, Marin is coming for you.
Back.
Uggo,
Wow.
why? I didn't mean it.
Because I rolled a die and the die said so.
Okay. What
I
are you
has
gonna
spoke.
do? What a saving throw.
So that was a 19 to hit.
What's my damage?
I'm figuring that out.
Wait,
Hold on.
Can I ask a? Well, it doesn't matter. No, I'm letting go.
What?
No, ask your question.
Just that since Marin's been going to the corner, does the cultist have to run past us for an opportunity attack to get to them?
You know what? Let me before I can truly answer that. Marin, how close were you getting each time you run up to
I
do
took
vicious
2 steps
mockery?
forward, played my thing, and then went back to my corner.
This was said. These words were stated.
I just wasn't sure what the distance was, so that's why I wanted to
Oh,
check.
I don't go far. Marin's squishy. Marin has no armor. Marin is a squishy boy. Marin's a squishy.
So,
Marin's a squishy they, and so Marin finds the safest place to go and does everything from there if possible.
so you know what? Yes, I will allow the opportunity attacks to happen.
So that means basically both of us get to attack once with our base level attacks. So I can't attack with my spiritual. I don't. Because spiritual weapons don't count as a separate entity, so I can't do that. But I can, at least in base level. I don't think in Baldur's Gate they weirdly are, but in the game they're not.
Yeah.
We can have everything else. And this is your reaction for the turn, which is,
Okay.
it doesn't really come up mechanically that much until higher levels, except for this specific thing.
So you're saying right now we could both roll something to hit Mick Naughty?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Does it matter? I guess I will do my claws again. Front.
Yeah.
And a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And then you said D4.
I keep rolling 13s. This is I've got 13 again.
And they keep hitting.
Yeah.
So I rolled 2
Wait, no,
plus
that'd be 14. I rolled 14.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage for me as well.
Alright.
He still hits me though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Marin,
that
you're doing
cannot
such a
be
good
denied.
job. Like,
I appreciate you guys helping here, but like at the same time, I'm still injured. I'm still getting injured.
you're doing such a good job taking it for the team, though.
Good.
And that's 12 points of damage to you, Marin.
Oh, shoot.
It's 3 slashing, 9 necrotic.
Damn. How you doing there, Marin?
Oh, really not doing that.
Hold on, Marin. You have anything?
I got heals.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Do you have to wait for your turn to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
But Rayla, it is your
It
turn.
is my turn. All right. For Marin, I say stop hurting my new friend that I just met at this party. I'm still raging.
I love this used car salesman who's incredibly loyal.
Listen, these are customers. Friends, customers, the lines blur.
Yep.
All right, so I am gonna do.
What is a customer if not a friend you haven't met yet?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, over her door. That's gonna be over her shop door. I'm gonna do unarmed strike.
Mhm.
10. What is 3 bludgeoning? It said. Oh.
So
okay.
that's just the type. That would be
They don't-
important for me to know if they were resistant to that kind of damage, which they are not.
Got it. I only rolled
That's
a
more
10.
like helpful information for later. Was a damage or to attack?
To attack.
Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. Yeah, so that misses.
Doesn't.
That does not hit.
I was just so full of rage for Marin that I missed.
Yeah. All right. Malvern, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna cure wounds Marin, which is a D6, right?
I believe so.
Okay. I choose to believe that too. And then I'm gonna add +2 plus the spell's level because I'm a life cleric.
You sure are.
And plus my wisdom too. Oh, it's cocked. 4 plus my wisdom, which is 5, plus the spell's level, which is 1, plus 2, which is 3 in total. So 12. Oh, I think I literally healed you for exactly how much you got hit for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! You are cured. And then I'm gonna
We put in the cure and cure wounds.
and then I'm gonna swing at the I'll go facially challenged. Body made wrong.
Oh my
I got
god.
a with my spiritual weapon, sorry. That is a 18. I'm assuming that hits.
That's yeah, that hits.
Great. I don't know why I waited. That'll be a D8 plus 5. 11. Spiritual weapons are good. It's the spell modifier.
It's so good, and I'm upset about it.
The fact that I get to
Marin.
add my wisdom score to the damage is that's like doesn't happen
It's
with any other spell.
ridiculous. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. Marin, it's your turn.
And it's not concentration, so it never goes away.
It's so annoying. I love it.
Bro.
I'm just double checking that I'm not getting this wrong, because this does feel like a crazy 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's a bonus action. And it lasts for
That is
10
right.
rounds.
It's insane.
It's so good. Everyone should get it. Everyone should try it just once.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
once. Let me have a spin.
Marin,
Go ahead, take your spiritual weapon
so
off the
sorry,
line. It does
that's a
decrease it in
dirty
half by
20.
1. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, Marin, that was a dirty 20 for the saving throw.
Jeez.
So happy this is a cantrip and it really takes nothing from me.
Yeah.
I turn to the challenged one and I go, dude, I met your father the other day. The glub glub glab glab. And that cuts deep.
God bless you.
I want
He
to.
assumes you sneezed.
Do you guys all know who the glub glub glab glab is?
No.
No.
So there is a Christian cartoon, horribly animated, where there is a creature who
Which show?
it's like great.
Glub, glub, glab, glab.
The Smurfs.
The glub,
I
glub,
swear to God,
glab-
if it's from 321 Penguins, I'm gonna cry.
no, it's not from that.
There's a Christian-based penguin cartoon?
Absolutely, there is.
It's
What
I
vegetables?
grew up in an evangelical
Allegorical
household,
animated-
so I know all the weird Christian kids shows.
What's up with New Jersey? Because I have a friend who grew up in I think Silver Lake in New Jersey, which was an incredibly like Orthodox community. Went to shul and everything, and had to leave, and it was a whole thing. What's going on in New Jersey?
So,
We're incredibly Hasidic.
it's
maybe?
not just a Jersey thing. I was actually born in Florida, which I think makes it make more sense.
Okay.
So it makes more sense if I just show you. So we'll have to cut this out. But it's from a little allegorical Christian film called Stravinsky and the Mysterious House.
Oh, I have not seen it.
That's
Wait, no, that's a lie. I have seen that. God
I
damn
have seen
it.
that, yeah.
I love books, and this basement is a true treasure trove.
The fuck am I looking
I
at?
have seen that. Damn.
Yamba glub glub gabgalab, the schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blubber blab. I'm full of schwibble glimber kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double shibble shuffle glibble glab schwab.
So that's the glub glub glab glab. So basically saying that he looks like the glub glub glab glab.
Got it. No, you can't cut that out.
Yeah, no, I will not be cutting that out.
I need every second of that. That was important to me.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do want to clarify. I have seen that not from my childhood, but from the weird corners of the internet that I'm on.
Yeah. I
And
recognize
that's
the
where
GIF.
you
I could not
learn
place
about the
it.
glub glub glab glab. Does not matter because it does not hit. So
Yeah, don't matter. Just like we didn't know what it was, this guy definitely doesn't know what that is.
tight.
Again, he assumed that you sneezed.
I'm
And
going
with
back.
that, it is his turn. And I think Melrin, it's gonna go for you.
Okay.
He's on his last leg, so he's like, I just one payback hit.
I got a high
That's all I
AC.
need.
I got a high AC. It's got to pay off once.
Yeah, no, that's an 11 to hit.
Well, that misses my 18 AC.
God damn.
You let me use the strip plate as a shield.
I sure did. Rayla, it's your turn.
Man, we got a high AC. All right. I'm going to
Clerics
do,
Clerics, man. Clerics, man.
yeah, I'm going to do reckless attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what was the Bard of Inspiration again? I'm just
So if you
So
roll
if you
real
think
bad,
that
you can
you're-
add a D. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. If you roll real shit, you can add a d6.
okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. Attack rolls using strength. Okay, great. Gonna take my claws out again. Here we go. You're going down. You're yelling timber. That's a 4. We're gonna roll. Wait. Okay. So that, and then I said strength. 4, 5, 6, and then what was the bard?
You can
So
add a
you
D6.
roll an additional d6.
Yeah,
Did
we're
you
gonna
say
do
you were
that.
reckless attacking though?
I am.
Oh, you get an advantage, so you can roll that D20 again and get it. See if you get a higher roll.
Oh yeah.
Great. 6. Better.
Better.
So I still get that 2 plus because of strength.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna roll that D6, and that will add on to the 8.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it will.
D6. Okay, I actually have one of those. Okay, here we go. 5. 11.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I was double checking the math.
Ah,
I know. Sorry.
that's okay.
It was worth a shot though.
It was. I'm happy I got to use all of that. All right.
All right. Melrin,
It's clobbering
Fuck 'em up.
time.
fuck him up.
All right, I'm swinging with my mace and with my spiritual mace.
You're probably only gonna need one, I'll be honest.
Get it. Finish
I
him.
got a. What's the math on that? I got a 6 on the mace, and then 18 on the spiritual mace. Should I? No, I can't. I can't. That even if I get a max D6, I want. Okay, cool. But I hit an 18 with the spiritual
Yeah, so the spiritual weapon hits.
weapon. Where is my D8? There it is.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, I got an 8 plus 5 is 13. You did?
He only had 5 hit points left.
So I swing at him with the mace. He ducks
Done.
that, but then upside the head from the side, coming in
Yes.
spiritual weapon.
Yeah, he accidentally leans into the
Ooh.
spiritual weapon hit, and that's
Oh.
what does him in. Trying to avoid the one he gets hit by the other. It's rough. But he's down. And so as you now in this new calmness of the space realize that that motif of that strange symbol that you were seeing earlier is all around this room.
Oh, what does it look like?
So this is essentially just a storage closet. It is. It's not that big. Let me just look at somebody else's passive stats real quick. Okay, so Marin,
Yeah.
you would definitely notice this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I would. I think.
I as J.
Except the
Well, no,
symbol.
I'm about to tell you more things. I'm about to tell you more things, not symbol things. And Melvin, you would also notice there is a wooden box that's situated against one of the walls. But behind it you can see a surprisingly straight line of a crack in the wall. Normally cracks in the wall are really jagged, but this is ruler straight.
Secret
Behind this box.
entrance. Is there any sort of entrance? Sorry, is there any sort of like lever, or like are there a bunch of books on a shelf nearby, or maybe I push on a little?
Yeah, you push on it and it swings open. And so it's almost like a crawl space where you have to like army crawl to get through. And Rayla, you like just barely fit.
I was gonna say, yeah. Shoulder.
It's a tight squeeze.
But for me, I just shrink down to a smaller size. Not technically.
Yep.
I'll just age myself now.
Yeah. And you get through this, for lack of a better word, tunnel, and it opens up into this much bigger space where you see Sened strapped to a chair.
Oh no.
There are claw marks on the floors and the walls surrounding this chair. And he has some strange marks on his skin. He's alive, but he's unconscious.
Marks like bruises, or marks like what kind of, what do you mean by marks?
It appears as if it was like someone was draining the life force from his body. The marks are mostly on his chest.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no no no.
And
No.
up in one of the corners of the room is a little, it looks almost like a bird cage, where you also see the also alive but unconscious body of a fairy with blue wings, dressed in dark colors.
No.
And you recall a conversation earlier with Katerina about someone that her uncle had hired who was supposed to be helping with all this investigating, who had gone missing. And you suspect that the fairy in that little bird cage is that same individual.
Oh no. Are they breathing?
Yes.
Okay. Could we go to, can I go to Senate? And try and like, are there any straps on that? Like you said, there are straps?
Yes.
Can I see if I can open them, release him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want me to roll anything to see if I do, or do
No.
I? Okay, great. So
No,
I get him out.
It's really straightforward, really easy.
Okay. So then
As
I
you
pick
do,
him up and I
and
put him over my shoulder because I'm pretty
Mhm.
strong.
Yeah, as you do, another doorway into this room opens, and in walks the Duke,
Yes.
flanked by a few guards.
Oh no.
And he's just smiling. Oh, I'm so glad you found them. They just wandered off. I don't know how they got in here, but I'm glad you were able to find them.
Yeah, no problem. Can we get the ferry down?
Oh, I don't know how he got in here. We'll have to, and he's speaking with the guards, check with the Duchess about that later.
Later. No. I feel like we need to stay and see this ferry come down.
He allows you to be the one. He's like, I will not touch the ferry. You may.
Hmm.
Can I roll an insight check on the
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a +7. Am I still bardically inspired?
Yeah.
Woohoo. Got an 18. Do I want to roll bardic inspiration on that? Yeah, why not? It's gonna go away eventually.
Oh, okay.
23.
He is lying through his teeth. He knew exactly why these two were in here. He is trying to put forth a, while polite, a still intimidating front.
When he says, oh, sorry, go ahead.
He genuinely is kind of, you get the sense that he is disgusted by people that are not of his ranking, which is why he wants no physical interaction.
Okay,
With
it's not like
the
if
two.
he touches the fairy, he'll catch a flame or something.
Yeah, no, it's just like a genuine, like, ew, the poor.
And he's still wearing his mask and is still.
Yes.
I want to try casting Turn Undead. I don't know if that's not a good idea for so many reasons, but I want it. This is so vampire coded.
Are you going to?
No, that's too big of a swing.
Whoa. I want a persuasion check.
Persuasion for what, my dude?
Wait. I'm gonna take that back. I want a stealth check.
For what?
I want to sneak up behind him and take off his mask.
Definitely not
Okay. Okay. You can certainly try.
Roll it. Really good, right? That laugh means it was amazing. You rolled high. So high.
Taking it back. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, he's flanked by 2 cards, so it would take like almost nothing short than a nat 20 for you to have successfully done that.
No, a nat 1 won't help either.
Jeez, no.
Let me take it back, please. Let me take it back.
No, you gotta suffer with the consequences of your choice. So,
Shocked from the fact that 2 of my characters are in the same room right now.
yeah, it's pretty meta, ain't it?
I don't like it. Anyway.
But also, like, babes, you knew this was gonna happen. I told you about this 2 weeks ago.
I forgot about it.
I told you I was gonna get Catelyn back.
Yeah, I
Anyways.
didn't realize he was going to be hanging from a fucking cage.
Whoops.
So while they're talking, I'm trying to go behind.
And one of the guards, like, grabs your wrist and pins you against the wall.
Oh.
Not so fast, little one.
I'm sorry. You usually have to buy me dinner first.
We did.
Actually, the Duchess bought dinner. You were a guard, so sorry.
He's gonna throw you to the ground.
Again, usually have to have dinner first.
The look in this one guard's eyes is of nothing less than murderous intent.
And
The only reason he's holding back is because his boss is here.
and I can literally.
So, you all have two choices.
Mhm.
We can either come to the understanding that your little friends just happen to lose their way in the castle a little bit. Or we can have bigger issues.
Bigger issues? Like what?
You think this is the only room like this in the castle? That would be a very sweet, though naive and misguided assumption.
Question, do we know this fairy in the cage?
We know that the siblings were looking for him.
Okay.
Yeah. Part of the
Okay.
reason that Senate was even investigating
Because they were
the
looking for that.
security layout is because they were going to come back at a later time to look for this person.
Okay. Is there any way to get this cage lowered? No, because he said he has to talk to the wife, the Duchess. So we feel
No, you can-
I'll
you
figure
can-
out why the fairy was there later.
Yeah. Which
well, I don't
Melvin was
I
able to
worry
figure out
about
was
leaving.
complete bullshit.
Right.
Yeah,
I
no,
worry about leaving the
he
room.
won't stop you from grabbing the fairy.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to put Senate down, and I have this axe, a great axe in my bag. Can I take it out? And I'm just
I would love to
gonna-
point out that you could have been using it this whole time.
Oh, I know. I just want to
Okay.
use my claws.
Okay.
So I take it out as a surprise because I didn't want to take out my axe in a castle. It's,
That's so fair.
But right now I'm pissed off. So
Mm.
I go over to what is it? A chain or rope holding the cage up?
Yeah.
Okay. And I just smile and I go, wha-bam! And hopefully that cuts it and like the cage comes
Mhm.
down and I catch the
Yeah.
cage.
Absolutely. Easy enough.
Great. I'm gonna open it. How big is this fairy? Person size?
Like half the size of a person, right? I feel like they're tiny, but they're not like tiny.
Okay.
They're not. May I speak, Gabby?
Hey, it's your character, babe.
This is you, so you do know this.
So, Marin does not know this character,
Oh, okay, got it.
but Jay created Catless.
Oh,
Catless is actually around 5'6". They are not a fairy; they are a fae.
okay, got it.
They are fairy adjacent. When we think about small fairies, we're usually thinking pixies or even imps. He's more of an actual or some fairy. He is FAE. He is fae. So he's at least 5'6". So he's like humanoid.
Love it. So I have one. Anybody else want to carry, or she got him? She got both.
I think it's all on you.
I got both of them, and I kind of look at everybody and start leaving the room unless there's something else that we want to do in here.
You get the impression that they won't let you do anything else other than take their offer of just accepting the explanation and returning to the party, or
You got
whatever veiled
still
threat of a
unconscious body.
consequence was offered if you do not.
Are you saying that I can't take the bodies out?
No, you can.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Great.
But you'll have to just accept the answer that you're being given of, they just wandered in here. I don't know
think
how they got here.
and let me know what you both think as well. I'd rather get these two out of here and then try and figure it out at a later time.
Yeah, it feels like any attempt at nobility here would be risking other people.
Mm-hmm. Marin?
I feel like there's almost an element of like, let's get out of here, let's find their families, and let's get out of this ball, because I don't feel like partying after seeing Senate bleeding and everything.
Yeah, agreed.
Also, I don't know if I feel like we should be on watch because they're not going to let us wander into a ballroom with two unconscious people who are covered in bruises and marks from an unseen device, right?
So as you all are having this conversation, they are both starting to rouse to consciousness.
I put him down.
Are we like outside the room at this point, I guess? Like in the hallway
That's
that
up
they
to you.
came in through? I would say imagine, because we can't get to the crawl space with two bodies, so we walk
Yeah.
through the room they came in through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll help them kind of lead him out while like jamming the guards in the fucking shoulders.
Oh.
And I exit.
All right, and so you do. I'm assuming
Yeah.
Marin and Marin, you follow.
Yes, I wink at the soldier that, the guard that was making death eyes at me earlier, and then I leave. Yes.
All right, and so you do. And so you manage to make your way back to the Great Hall. At this point, Senate and Callus have both awakened enough that they can walk on their own. Senate more so than Callus. Callus will probably need a little more assistance because he has been stuck in that room for longer. But as you get to the main hall, all of the Bluethorns are there. They, while you all were off looking, they were so distressed that they were like, they essentially called a family meeting in the hallway of what are we gonna do? How are we gonna find Senate? And so as you all enter, they turn and they're like, oh my god, thank god. Where was he?
Where was he? You know, that's a great. Where are any of us anyway? Really, truly, I feel like that's a conversation that we can discuss. Maybe not here.
Definitely not here. He's okay,
I
but
understand.
some rest.
And you see his dad and the older sister Cecilia have grabbed him, and they're like, oh, like, are you yeah, I'll be okay. That Dad, this goes a lot deeper than we thought. We need to go home. We need to update the team on everything.
Yeah, definitely update your team.
And Lumena, the mom, who's still talking to you all, is like, yes, you all are more than welcome to come with us as well. We actually already have Amelie in the carriage. We were going to bring her back to the manor with us. She seemed anxious, a bit on edge, so we wanted to get her out of the space so she could calm down a bit.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'm sure we'll explain what happened when we're, out of here.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave a note for the head chef that's like, unfortunately, I must terminate my employment at this time, as what's a good joke?
No longer any hot dogs for me to serve.
I must file a complaint against the Duke in HR because of so many things. Goodbye.
I leave a little soap on top of the note. No, I don't. No, I take it back. No, fuck that. Put it away. I don't need it coming back to me. Bad idea.
And just off screen, none of you know that this happens, but he reads the note, the head chef, and he's like, just when the kid was starting to get good. Damn.
I goodwill hunt this chef.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up and I knock on your door and I hope you don't answer.
Exactly. All right, so they take you back to the manor. You get them all caught up. They get you all caught up with all the information that they've been learning. Like, this runs deep, and it's bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Jay.
Did we take Cutlass with us?
Yes.
Can I be, while I'm listening to all this, tending to Cutlass, since I grew up and know the Fae very well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and you see a satyr joins you in helping to tend the wounds, as well as this essentially a Girl Scout.
Not the Girl Scout, not the cookie.
Girl Scout.
Not the
Yeah, she offers you a cookie and a badge. She also offers all of you friendship bracelets, as does this little short, half-elfin blonde girl. This is the youngest daughter, Amara. She also offers you all friendship bracelets. So you just
absolutely.
so many friendship bracelets in so little time. It's a little overwhelming. But the daughter has like excited small dog energy, so you can't say no.
Lauren is just
It's a small
jingling
dog.
wherever he goes for beads.
Yes, very much that. So Marin, you are not alone in helping tend to Catlus's injuries.
Okay, beautiful. I'm just very intrigued by this individual.
Excuse me. I feel like I need a rest.
Yes, and well deserved. This is the oldest, Cecilia. So yeah, we have a lot of guest rooms. You are more than welcome to any of them. Thank you so much for helping find Sen. He's absolute pain in my neck, but I don't know what any of us would do without him.
I lost my family once. I would do anything to get them back. I understand.
Pats Marin on the back. Big claws.
My hand turned.
And all right, any other order of business that we want to?
Last thing I want to do is just open up my pouch and just say, one last hot dog. And then I go to bed.
I keep tending to Catlas even as others start to go to bed. And play songs to calm him. Like lullabies the entire night.
So you do. And if that's it, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you.